Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Kearney's Lounge. I am Holly, and this is my brother Dwayne. I am in Newfoundland with him, as promised. Wet Willie, good to go. Anyhow, now he has no. He has. Look at him wiping his ear. I told you guys I was going to do that, and that's just what happened. So, hope everybody's having a great Sunday so far. Grab some snacks, some coffee, whatever it is that you enjoy, a dog or two, and settle in because tonight it could get, I think, a little slightly out of control. A little bit.
Maybe.
A little bit.
Hey, Bruce. Hey, Troy. How's everybody doing out there? Jeff, very nice to meet you. Got to have a little powwow wait before we come on. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Yeah. Troy says, party time.
Party time.
I feel
Hey,
like I should.
in the chat. How are you?
Yeah, we've got, is this you, Troy, up there? Mystery guest one? Not Troy, sorry, Jeff. I was going to ask, was that you earlier saying that you were mystery guest one?
Mystery guest one? I thought I was a known guest.
You are definitely, and that's when I saw it earlier. I was like, oh, maybe Jeff is kind of trying to mix it up a little bit.
No. I'm just me in there. I only see me, you, and the bottle makes three tonight, as they say. But yeah, no. Welcome. I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh man, it's wicked. It's truly, honestly, really great having you. Everybody's kind of piling in right now. We got Barry in the room. We have Bruce in the room.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, Barry. How are you? He wants the real guest to stand up.
Yeah, the real guest. Please stand up. Please stand up. No. I think we'll leave that in our back pocket till the time is right. I personally, obviously, I know who the guest is, but the rest of you, I'm happy to see that you don't. So I believe that the person who listed themselves as mystery guest one is a clue of who it isn't. Right?
Right. Well, it's not me. I'm not mystery guest one. I'm Calvin the Boston Terrierist, and I am in the chat. So
yeah.
If you guessed me, you're wrong.
All right. Cool. So, all right, before we jump into the chaos of tonight's questions, I want everybody to know Jeff a little better, I suppose. For anybody who hasn't come across his channel before, Jeff is from Calvin the Boston Terrorist. And honestly, the thing I like the most about his comment is it feels real, right? Like your content feels real and it's quite relatable. It's not overproduced or forced either. It's just real life stuff. And that's one thing that allowed me to want to join your page, honestly, Jeff, is because it is very relatable. I like seeing you stuck in traffic. Sometimes it brings me great joy in knowing I don't have that problem, but you do. Right? And we all relate to those kind of things. So that's one of the things. And obviously we have to talk about Calvin, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely stealing the spotlight half the time when you're on the channel. He goes in so many different places. He's so clever, I think. So yeah, he's just one of those faces that like he's constantly either judging everyone or planning something illegal. You know, that's how I interpret Calvin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what can you say about yourself and your channel there, Jeff?
Yeah. So you guys, a lot of folks, some of the folks in the chat know me. Obviously, we have a shared community, which is awesome. But I'm Jeff, and as you know, my dog is Calvin. We've been doing YouTube since January of 2021. And we started our channel essentially right during the heart of the COVID-19 pandemic. I was working from home all the time from work and couldn't do anything. Obviously, a lot of things were shut down, sort of stuck, in the world of mask wearing and things like that. And I said, okay, I have Calvin. I had him for a little over a year at that point. And talking to some people who had YouTube channels, not even in the pet space, suggested, hey, you should do a YouTube channel with Calvin. He's really cute. Don't do anything crazy, just kind of show his life. A lot of people like that. And I was like, not really sure about that. And I said, hey, after thinking about it more, I'm like, why not? I'm like, I'm stuck in the house. At the very least, if we don't get a lot of subscribers or anything like that, I'll at least have documented memories of my time with him.
Yeah.
And so that's essentially why we started the channel. And then also, there was just so much negativity going on in the world. Obviously, with the COVID-19 pandemic, you're hearing about people getting sick all the time. And I just thought it was a good opportunity to put something positive out there. And really, that's why I started the channel. Got a handful of subscribers in a couple of weeks. And then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, wow, we made it to 50 subscribers. There are actually 50 people that want to watch this. And then it just kind of snowballed a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. We're still a very small channel in the world of YouTube. But for me, the best part about this is the community that I've built and that we've built. And there's a lot of people who I consider really good friends. I've had the pleasure of meeting some folks, not a lot, but those I haven't met in person, I still feel like I've known them now for so long. And I think if I have, and so that way, like when I meet somebody in person, it's exciting, it's cool, but it's not the same as maybe not having met somebody and never talked to them for the first time. It's like, okay, cool. I've seen your face now, but we've kind of known each other for a while. So that's been kind of cool. Yeah. It's almost like the next step in evolution and meeting, your community. But
I can't actually agree more with what you just said. I have similar thoughts about me, being on the forum and going live and whatnot, because we have our real life people that we interact with every day, but it's a special kind of bond you do make with the people that are just in this forum alone, right?
Exactly.
The people that you share your day to day with, you can be in a good mood or a bad mood, and it's there. Everybody has your back, and we haven't even met physically yet in most cases. So it's just a different level.
It is, though. It is. So just by me participating in a short time and just talking to people and then hearing the voices like yourselves tonight and stuff like that, it's kind of like you get to know people, right?
Yeah. I look at it this way. There's some people in the community who I've never seen their face. And to me, some people would be like, well, how can you really be friends with somebody if you don't even know what they look like? And I'm like, well, maybe a fair question, but when you spend and interact this much with folks, it goes to show you don't really need to know what they look like. You can tell good people when they're good people.
Absolutely.
And, so it's just interesting, like you said, because it's a forum that, it's not a face-to-face forum in most cases, but I've met some really good friends. I don't even know what they look like. If you put 5 pictures up of, some channels and told me like who I think they were, maybe I could guess it, but I don't know. Like that's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah. Agreed.
We are in my kitchen in Newfoundland, Barry, and everyone else. We tried to have our live outside. We had a nice spot set up in the garden. It looked great. And I'm smoking ribs, and so I'm going to jump in and out because I got to check on things. And we're having this great day. But this neighbor that we got there is just got this pressure washer, I think it is, going, or a generator or something going. And it's like, that's what we're getting in the background. So
that's right.
So at the last minute, we moved into the kitchen here. Yeah, but she's really here, no?
Yeah, I'm really here.
So David Faro says what we are describing right now is called a parasocial relationship. I've never really heard that term before, but it sounds interesting.
Dave is an interesting cat, that's for sure. And Jocelyn said hi back, Dave, by the way.
Yeah, she did.
Just to let you know. David
is the person that I'm bound to by law.
Legally.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's the one. He's the one. No, yeah. But he is actually very deep with that. Parasocial relationship. Do elaborate, David. Include some specific things about parasocial relationships as we carry on here. I'd be interested to see what it is.
It's positive.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Parasocial. It's only the para that I don't know.
Well, I would imagine, I don't know, para would be free falling. So unknown, free fall sort of relationship where you don't actually, I don't think that the physicality these days really matters anymore. Like you were saying, like to carry on with it. Like I have sat down so many times and looked at the water with Troy, right? I've been in traffic with you and listened to the songs that you're listening to and heard the natural comments, the people coming by or whatever. And that's like being with you in the vehicle in both cases. And when you have a repetitious amount of time, when you're doing that with people, they're either traveling down the road on a road trip, they're meeting up with other people, they're showing you where they went that day. I think that's just as
I'm gonna try to join.
It is, in my opinion, parallel to an in-person relationship. It's a little bit cleaner and better.
I agree. And, for those who I haven't met in person in my community, there's a few people who have gotten really close with me over the last couple of years. And, we either email back and forth or we text back and forth. So that's nice too, because it's, it's built a kind of another layer of connection out, beyond YouTube, which is always nice too. So yeah, I'm just fortunate. Like, we have a really awesome community. We all look out for one another. So I appreciate that a lot. And to me, is gold compared to whatever little money my channel makes on YouTube. We don't make a lot of money. Yes, we're monetized, but I'm not doing this for the money. If I were, then I would be failing at this, obviously. But
I feel the same way. Bruce, one of the
Rib
viewers, rib time. Bruce, one of the viewers that are here, he said it a few times. Like, he's been with me for about 3 years, right? And that's when I started. Was about 3 years ago. And I, like you, you went from like, oh, wow, I have 10 subscribers. I have this many, like, it's the tiny little pockets. And I was saying the same thing as you in that time period. I was like, wow, there's like 50 people out there. I can relate with that. There's 50 people out there that are willing to watch me and what I'm giving to the world. There's 50 people that care. So Bruce has always been one of the ones that's been on the live, and he's made those comments a few times where he's like, wow, like, I'd have the Puppies live or something, and Bruce would be like, I can't believe there's not more people on here. And for me, it was like, but you're here and you're enjoying it. So that really matters, right? So I find Paratrooper, a trooper.
The chat is exploding. I was reading it. Yeah,
it is.
So I'm doing the 3, 2, and 1 method today on the ribs, if everybody's familiar, and we are into hour 4. So we got 2 more hours to go. So hopefully you might see the end result. We'll see. We will get there.
Dwayne, what are you making tonight? You're making smoked ribs.
We're doing the ribs on the Pit Boss smoker.
Yeah.
And we also got stuffed green peppers that we're going to stick in there in the last hour of the cook. And what's a barbecue without wieners? So we got a big pack of wieners that we're going to stick in the smoker for the last hour too, and a broccoli salad.
Dwayne, how long is the flight from Boston to Newfoundland? Maybe I can get there in time for dinner.
More than welcome.
From where, he said?
My passport's up to date.
Oh,
yeah. Come on up. Come look at some icebergs.
Leftovers are always good, and there's lots of icebergs.
Yep, there you go. Nice.
Yeah. So go ahead, Dwayne.
Hey, Tex, how are you doing? There's a couple people in the chat I've never heard of before.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I was watching it and reading it.
Texas Donkeys 34 said, "Now I've seen you once before, at least. I know your name. However, you mentioned something about meeting people in Vegas once a year. That's pretty cool."
Yeah, meeting YouTubers, he said.
Yeah.
In Vegas once a year. So, but yeah, you can make, it doesn't have to obviously be physical. And Dave, thank you for the explanation on the parasocial. Makes sense.
Yeah.
For sure. I knew it would.
Yeah. Okay. So, Jeff, I got a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
My first question is, what's the funniest thing Calvin has ever done off camera?
On or off? Sorry. Off camera.
Really? Oh, I wish I were filming this.
Oh man, that is tough. He's always, I'm pretty good at, like, because a lot of times when he does something funny, it's kind of prolonged. So I have usually time to like get the camera and get some of it. Yeah. I would say it's not really off camera because I ended up getting it on camera, but it started off camera. As I think you guys know, Calvin's got a propensity to drool quite a bit, yes. Particularly when I have food out. But this one
sprinkler system.
Yeah, this one particular time, he was drooling so much, but then it ended up creating bubbles. But he ended up having 2 huge bubbles hanging from the side of his jowls. And in fact, I have a picture of it on YouTube. And it was just so funny. And I posted a caption that said, you've heard of double trouble, but how about double bubble? And so I would say things he does with like his facial features, his tongue. Anytime he does zoomies, it's comical. I think our most watched video actually is probably one of the funniest things I've ever captured on video. It's called Amazing Zoomies. The video's got about 212,000 views, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and it's just him running around my living room like an absolute nut. But I set it to Benny Hill music, and so it's just like a perfect combination of him going crazy and the music to accompany it. So, but yeah, as far as off camera, it's tough. I think he does a lot of the same things that I capture on camera that he would do off camera. So, but I would say his facial features. Anytime he blows bubbles is pretty funny. Anytime he does zoomies. And then he does this weird thing which a lot of dogs do, where he'll go in the backyard or on a yard, and then he'll just lie on his back and then start like rubbing himself all over the place. It's almost like he's trying to leave his scent on something.
Yeah.
Or trying to get us on him.
It could
Yeah,
be
exactly. Vice versa, right? Yeah. So
my next question about Mr. Calvin would be, if Calvin had a human job, what would he absolutely fail at?
What would he fail at? Well, I don't think he could be a chef. If he was a chef, I think he would eat everyone's orders before they made it to the patron's plate. So I would say anything to do with food he wouldn't be good at, because the people would never get it.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of food, what's your most controversial food, in your opinion? What's one food you're like, I can't believe people like this?
Like for humans, you mean?
For you in particular, what's the one that was like, man, I can't get behind it?
Yeah, so I can't get behind this, and it's actually, so I'm Portuguese, and like I was born in America, but like my family, my parents were born in the Azores, and like a lot of my family comes from Portugal. And this is not just a Portuguese thing. I believe in England it's popular too, maybe Ireland and a few of those other countries, but I don't know how anybody could eat blood pudding or blood sausage. That is so nasty. I don't know how anybody can do that. Yeah.
See, blood pudding is like a big thing here in Newfoundland.
Is it?
Like we love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
blood
just
pudding in Ireland.
It's like fried blood inside a case.
Yeah.
But it's not really. Have you had it, or are you just turning your nose off at it?
Well, you have to understand, like I saw it growing up like crazy in my that. And the other thing that's weird too is when I was a kid, my octopus stew is like a big dish in the Portuguese culture. And my mom used to make octopus stew, and it stunk so bad that I would actually have to leave the house. And luckily, my aunt lived next door to us. My mom would try to make it first thing in the morning, like before I would get up, and literally it was so gross it would wake me up out of my sleep. And
was she making homemade stuff, or was she making store bought?
Yeah, my mom, and a lot of people loved my mom's octopus stew. But because it bothered me so much as a kid, it's one of those like not safe foods for me. I could never eat it. Just like Nutella now, unfortunately, I had a really bad experience.
That's
with
right.
Nutella.
Yeah, we covered the Nutella.
I had a bad experience with Nutella, and it probably wasn't even the Nutella. It was just the last thing I ate, and I got really sick. Later on that day, and I tried to overcome it to the point where I would actually open up my cupboard, and I would see the jar of Nutella sitting in the cupboard, and my gag reflex would start going. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
I had to throw away the Nutella. And so now I can't eat Nutella ever again.
For me, it's believe it or not, and Holly makes fun of this, and a lot of people make fun of this. The one food,
rightfully so,
I can't just get past is rice.
Rice.
Yeah, he thinks that rice is like maggots to him.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Bye-bye.
I find rice like such an essential
there,
to
like
life.
Nutella does, and like blood pudding does. But I can eat blood pudding, no trouble. And homemade is way better than shop bought, for sure. You got to fry it a long time. But blood is in all chicken and fish and meat and pork anyway. I mean, you're eating blood.
It is. I know, but it's all concentrated in one thing, and so for me, that's kind of the issue. Somebody was saying in the chat, cottage cheese, and it's funny that person mentioned cottage cheese because that is another gross food. Now,
I agree.
To me, it's really more the texture. The taste is not good to me either, but the texture of cottage cheese is wrong. It's a wrong texture. Like that should not.
It's brains.
I would disagree, and the reason I am is because with cottage cheese, I've had cottage cheese in Greece, and I've had cottage cheese in like European countries where it's actually made quite differently than it is here in North America. It's actually a little smoother, and it doesn't taste like you're eating fermented something like bad milk, right? Like it is here. It has a texture of bad milk here, but over there it's so lovely, and it has this nice little snap. So it all depends on the type of animal cottage cheese is coming from, as well as its flavor and where it's been done. But I've had some really great cottage cheese, but never the same quality over here on this side of the pond.
Barry.
What's Barry saying?
Rice covered with Nutella.
I'm thinking Barry that we would clear out Dwayne and Jeff would be out of the room.
I'll be one of them ones to sit down.
I'm unsubscribing from your channel when I'm done with this.
Hey, Becky.
See, Becky, I agree with you, girl. It is. It's delicious. The only thing I like eating cottage cheese the way it is, right? Like I'll eat cottage cheese like a yogurt, but I don't put it in lasagna. I prefer ricotta in my lasagna for that type of cheese.
Oh, I love ricotta cheese.
Yeah, ricotta is where it's at.
Ricotta cheese is different. It doesn't have all that lumps, and it's got flavor. My favorite dessert of all time is actually an Italian cannoli. I love cannolis.
Yeah.
And it's because of the cream fill. I love the crunchy shell and the chocolate chips and the pistachio, of course. But to me, if the cream is not made properly in a cannoli, it's not a good cannoli.
Great. So as you know, Mr. David Fafaro there, he is my husband, but he's also Italian. And I've made cannolis for him. Look, he put it in caps. Cannoli! He loves it. He has a little sign that's from The Godfather. It says, leave the gun, take the cannoli, right?
Yeah, I remember that scene, and they popped the body off.
See, he even said it. Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
That's right, and just walk away like nothing happened. He just blew the head off the fellow, The Godfather. Bruce, I was just reading back through a little bit a while ago. You call it black pudding over there, but is it still the same as made of blood?
Same.
Because you can also get the same thing in a white one here, and that's blood free. So it's just whatever else.
How do you make blood-free blood pudding?
Exactly. But it must be breadcrumbs.
Just call it something else.
Yeah.
You know, like, why are you taking credit of being something that you're not? No, just call it something else. You know, why do that? You know, it's just like, this is one of my, correction. Yeah.
It's usually me who does it first.
I'm very sorry. But like, if it's a blood-free blood pudding, then just call it non-blood pudding.
They get it too.
You know, instead of just having to like.
Barry, that's true. I love what Barry said.
Sorry,
Talking
everybody.
about food is fat free. Sure does encourage you to make a refrigerator run. Which.
Dave said it's not blood pudding; it's called white pudding, which is why the Brits call blood pudding black pudding. Okay, well,
it makes more sense than calling it blood pudding without blood. I have to agree with Dave there.
You know what grinds my gears? Do you know what show that comes from, Jeff?
I feel like I've heard the statement before, but I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, the two of you do not know. It's from Peter Griffin.
Oh God, Family Guy.
That little segment too, you know.
So I've watched my thing with Family Guy. So what's cool about Family Guy is the town they live in it's fictitious, but it's based off of a Rhode Island town. Quahog is what it's called, and so quahogging is really popular in Rhode Island. And if you look at the skyline of Quahog, it resembles the downtown of Providence. It's the same skyline as Providence, Rhode Island. Okay. And I watched Family Guy, but for me, I need to just watch clips of Family Guy. Like it's like that's good enough for me. Like so, I rather watch the clips on like Facebook and YouTube and or Instagram versus sitting down and watching like full on episodes. But it's super funny. It's obviously highly inappropriate, but you know, a lot of things are in life.
Barry.
Barry.
Go ahead.
White pudding, yeah.
It's a.
I was gonna say Barry. It's a nice day for a white pudding. Yeah. There you go.
Hey guys, I'll be right back in 1 second. I got a package delivered to my door, and I just want to get it in the house.
Oh, are you gonna do a reveal? Is it a private?
Nothing crazy. They're just plant stands and like solar lights. Nothing crazy.
Solar lights.
Yeah, we'll be the judges of that here, everybody in the chat. So Texas Donkey, Barry, it makes me eat the whole bag of fat-free chips. Are you into fat-free chips, or is this sarcasm? That is my follow-up question on that one. Wow, there's a really big thing going on between Texas Donkey and David. Is it nice, Dwayne? Are they being friends?
Haggis, Dave.
Okay, error. I guess they didn't drop it off, but I did get an Amazon alert, so I'm not sure what that was all about. All right, false alarm.
Something about haggis. I missed that. What are you talking about?
Oh, haggis, isn't that like stomach or something like that?
Exactly. I had it. Dave's coming. He said, gotta hand it to the Scots. They can make something edible out of absolutely nonsense.
Well, they just everything.
How stomach is Portuguese people eat some weird things too. Like they eat tripe, and that is just gross. I don't know how
Same
anybody.
thing,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of tripe. Honestly, I've tried it, and
Not
I
fan.
no, I don't want to do that no more. Don't
Hey,
want to.
Fran, how are you? Welcome in.
Jeff fears the porch pirates.
Oh, he did not put
You
kitties
probably
back.
don't have that issue. You just have mail carriers that steal your mail, but here you never know.
Oh, there's porch pirates everywhere. We got them here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not. Luckily, we have never had a problem personally here, but they're in the area because you hear about it.
Well,
So
there's a
Barry,
reason.
I fear the porch pirates more than I fear the Reaper.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, guys. Hello, Fran. Hello, everybody else. Francis, sorry. And Dave says haggis is literally a giant sausage. And it is. When you eat sausage, it is cased in pork intestine. Haggis is just sheep intestine, so it's larger.
Yeah, they came up with it though.
It's true. It is
It's
true.
like the lumpfish. Like there's one piece that's edible. How many people had to die until they figured that out?
Yeah. There you go. I hope everybody goes out there and tries some haggis someday.
I'll pass.
Yeah. All right. Now that everybody knows Jeff a little bit better, I think it's officially time to start the arguments in the chat. I would say, everybody get ready because I lined up a few would you rather questions for everyone. I'm going to shoot some out there and we'll see what we come up with. So the first question is, Dwayne has also not seen any of these questions, so this is great. Somebody needs more cowbell. This show needs more cowbell. Tink, 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 tink. In a van down by the river.
Saturday Night Live.
In a van down by the river.
Will Ferrell.
Would you rather fly or teleport?
Oh, teleport. What do you
Oh,
think?
teleport for sure.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome.
It would be. I'd be inside a bank tomorrow.
Inside a bank vault.
As soon as it closed,
Yeah.
I'd be there, right? And back home again. And, right?
Yeah.
I'd stop like Holly and do it. Just
Yeah,
in case
teleporting would be really cool because then I could go visit people who live far away very regularly, and that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Snap of a finger.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah. Francis says teleport. Bruce says teleport.
I think it's going to be pretty much crossroad. Now, flying would be really, really cool.
It'd
too,
just be cold.
but teleporting is better. But
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Flying would be awesome. The rush from flying is probably most likely different than teleporting, but I'm all about.
Superman.
You'd be able to freaking go to work in like 2 seconds.
Yep.
I'd even wear a cape.
But then again, I wouldn't be able to make.
I would.
In traffic, so I don't know.
Yeah. Dwayne said that he would even wear a cape
If
he
I
was
could
a
fly,
teleport.
I would wear a cape.
Why not?
D on the front. Hey, why not? Right? My tights wouldn't be so tight fitting as what his was, of course, because you can only fly. You don't have the physique. You're not Superman. But yeah, I'd wear a cape, right? Or a tablecloth, maybe something.
Texas Donkey says, I want to time travel so bad. 1977 on my bike.
Yeah.
Oh, to see as a kid, the big banana seat, I'm sure, little flag
Remember then
maybe
you
in the
could just
back.
lean back.
1977. I was born, but I don't remember I was so young. I was like 1, basically.
I was 5, so I was in kindergarten, and I do remember being in kindergarten. I remember stuff a little bit before kindergarten, but yeah, I was 5.
Yeah, I remember a couple things before kindergarten too, but not 1 is just too young. I don't remember really anything at the age of 1.
No. The only thing I remember being 1 is that I slapped the doctor, took cab home. Just a joke. He didn't slap me. No. Nothing. I think 4. It might be I remember being very small, playing around this house that I lived in back then, and Scott and Jacqueline, because Holly is next. She's number 4. I'm the oldest. And Scott and Jacqueline, I can remember them being there, and we used to play outside. Now, you came along in St. Lawrence. I remember that very clearly in Trailer Club.
Yes.
When we lived in there. She was born on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, everybody. Worst time to be born. You never get to have a birthday party. Everything is closed when you want to go out for dinner. Even to this day, everything is closed because it's Christmas Eve. Oh, we're closing at 6 because we got to let them go for their families. It sucks. It sucks. But, it's also very good for those solitude moments where you just don't want to be bothered. I have a very bah humbug approach on Christmas in most cases. So it just, goes hand in hand.
True enough, Barry.
Don't hate me because you ain't me. What is Barry saying? If everyone teleports, we are never introduced to Lois Lane. This is very true.
You fly,
But Fran
Superman.
actually made an excellent point earlier when she said you could live stream while flying.
That'd be pretty cool, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah. So I think we have a mixed bag on that one. A lot of you guys chose teleport, which is, I think, very cool. If I were to choose between the two, it would be teleport for me because I'd just rather be there quickly.
Holly, do you enjoy your birthday?
Do I enjoy my birthday?
Being December 24th. I'm just looking at what Fran said. Do you enjoy your birthday, honestly? Because I know the answer to this.
It's true. I do have my birthday off every year.
Tell us more.
About what?
How much do you enjoy your birthday being on Christmas Eve?
I think that there's not enough sensory thingies going off here. I don't think I'd be able to edit out the F-bombs. So,
there's your answer, Fran. There's your answer.
I shall decline from answering. I just will say this, that
She
on
ain't
my
no
birthday.
Christmas person, but she's a good Halloween person.
Oh, I'm an amazing Halloween person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get out of the way. If I could scare you, I will freaking do it. I have animatronics,
All out for Halloween.
smoke machines.
Halloween, is that your favorite holiday?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you obviously know Sock Monkey, right? The K-Mac project. You're familiar with his channel,
Yes.
Holly?
No, I am not, but he is. Yeah.
Okay. So he does an amazing Halloween decoration at his house. And if you have a chance, go to his channel. And he did a live stream of it on this past Halloween. And you can see all the cool props that he has set up.
That's
it's totally worth checking out. Yeah.
Is it? Oh yeah, I imagine.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, so you saw it, Dwayne.
I've seen it on social media. I know what you're talking about, the Sock Monkey. And the reason I remember that is because I'm a little bit of a wrestling fan, and you remember Mr. Socko.
Okay.
Right? And Sock Monkey always stuck out in my head. It's far out there. There's a doctor that lives just down the road from us there, and he has it's not as big as Sock Monkey, but it is crazy amount of stuff. He has zombies crawling up at the ground, the one's dancing, and everything, right? In a small area. That's what I don't like about it, because it looks a bit cluttered. But still, it's good.
I have a full spread, custom made graveyard. I made all the headstones myself. I did all the speckling and the artwork on the outside. Every one of my gravestones has a name of someone that I know and some sarcastic thing about them specifically written underneath with a random death date or whatever. I have my smoke machines. I have my huge blow ups. I have my things that pop out at you. I have a doll section.
The doll section is really cool. She took regular dolls, shaved their heads, and made them look ugly and burned them out and put stuff on too.
I do special effects makeup.
These different configurations, but they're just regular dolls.
I take a little doll and I turn her into the Exorcist. I've got the cutest little Hellraiser pinhead doll that I made. And what I do is I take all these, get them at like secondhand stores and just redo them. But I have actual dolls that will jump out at you and crawl towards you or say things as you're going by the dolls, but you don't know which one it is.
She doesn't need to.
That sounds creepy.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I don't need the dress up. I'm waiting to the end.
It's inherent.
Yeah, I just enjoy Halloween.
So, teleport was the go-to one.
Yeah, it was.
I think so. I think that was a pretty consensus pick.
Dave said save it with me. She doesn't need to dress up.
No, I don't need the dress up. But you know what, though? Maybe we should invite Mr. Troy in here. Troy, what do you think?
I thought Troy was going to be the
teleport.
How you doing, everybody? Coming on either.
Hey, Troy.
What was the question again?
The question was, would you rather fly or teleport?
I would say teleport.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Very cool. And here we are, guys. Our mystery guest has been revealed. Troy, my question is, because I wasn't in on it, the mystery guest handle that was up above, was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Awesome. That was an amazing little seed there. I loved it because you had your name underneath it, and it was just perfect because you couldn't have been suspected to be the mystery person if you had that handle yourself. That's
absolutely
perfect.
Troy, we just teleported him right in there. Just like fans.
Yeah. So welcome, Troy. Welcome,
My drink
Troy.
is empty.
Thank you. Good to be here.
We have our debut mystery person here now, which I'm pretty happy about. As y'all know, I'm pretty sure generally everybody in that forum there knows who Mr. Troy is. He's probably
Learning to Fly by Pink Floyd too, Dave. Sorry.
Learning to Fly. He did mention who passed away today, Dwayne?
Dennis, I forget his last name. It's not O'Leary, and that keeps throwing me off. The lead singer for Dr. Hook, Dennis. Anyway, he died today, right?
Oh no.
Rolling the roadie with Gertrude the groupie. Like he's the lead voice. He's not the guy with the patch on his eye. That's Sire. His name was, but I believe it was anyway. But yeah, Dennis. He got a different last name. I just can't. It's not coming to me. Not yet. I keep thinking Dennis.
That's the old age setting in, everybody. Like,
That's
I'm
not
here,
true.
actually. He doesn't know it, but I'm here to make sure that he gets checked into an old age home before I leave tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm all game for it. Watch me go. Right? Another great learn
Donkey wants to know if I have a spiked drink. I have a little bit of Kettle One in there. It's 87 degrees. I've got to stay cool. That's why I have it in the Yeti. I want
There
my
you go.
ice to last.
I, too, have a spiked drink to everyone. I have a little bit of wine in my cup.
I'm empty. I'm gonna go filled right up. So Troy, you can hold on the fort while I'm gone for a minute.
All right, Jeff.
And I'm drinking Newfoundland brewed India beer.
India Pale Ale.
No, it's not India Pale Ale. That's what the people who are not from Newfoundland call it. This is an India beer. This is Newfoundland product since 1800, still being brewed. Man's best friend written on it with a picture of a Newfoundland dog.
Can we make it? Yeah, we can. There we go.
Give me that.
I just got it. Okay.
Don't-
We called that jungle
Touch
juice in the
the beer.
1980s. That's what Texas Donkey said. Mystery guest is cool. Yeah.
How are you doing, Troy?
This mystery
What?
guest does be cool.
How are you, Troy?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I told you like, at the very beginning of the show, I actually gave him that wet willy. Did you see it?
Good to see you guys are together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Face to face.
we do that every now and then, but only once in every so many years because, bro.
Well, I mean, it isn't good for the world, right? Like there's this energy that collects between us and it just gets pushed out into the remainder of the world. And it all depends on what energy was created by. Maybe we're having an argument or maybe we agree with something. It could be positive or negative. So we try to control that for the sake of the world.
Yeah.
For the sake of the world.
You're right, Bruce. The courier.
Kitsy
Yeah.
cat, it's in the upper 80s. We're probably about 87 right now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh,
That's
nice.
about 33, 34 here. Would you rather, Mr. Troy, would you rather only listen to classic rock or country forever?
He's from Texas.
Country.
Country.
I knew that answer was coming.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's classic rock with me for sure because I love country now. In the meantime, older country I prefer much better than newer country. I do like a bit of Tim McGraw and a few other guys, Toby Keith, those guys. You know, there's a few of them there that are newer that I do like, but classic rock for sure for me.
Oh, you got a mixed household there, Troy. Angela says
Yeah.
classic rock.
Classic
Yeah.
rock for me too.
Yeah,
I'm
we got
outnumbered here.
we
New
got it.
country sticks
Oh,
right
hello,
me.
Mr. Kelvin in the house. Hello, handsome. Hello, handsome.
Oh, that's Calvin, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, there he is.
He's
Yeah.
a little kitty. He's a little kitty. So the question was, Jeff, would you rather only listen to classic rock or country forever?
Classic rock.
All the way. Yeah, see, I'm
Yeah,
classic.
I mean, I like some country. It's not that I don't like country,
Yeah.
but overall, I like way more classic rock songs. And like for me, it's probably one of the best genres of music ever created, in my opinion.
I would agree.
I agree. 100%.
I agree. So, Troy, you're saying that country is the most, the best genre created, in your opinion, as well, right?
For me, yeah. I mean, I do like a lot of classic rock, but I'd have to go with country over the two of them.
Cool.
What I like about country music is I do love the storytelling aspect of country music. I just think it's really like every time I listen to a country music song, like it's literally like reading a novel in a way. It's like a condensed 3-minute novel, but like they just go through like this whole storyline where
Well, look
Not
at
all-
Conway Twitty and the songs that he wrote. Every one of them is a story with Conway Twitty.
Yeah.
Even with Johnny Cash. That's when I think of the stories with that country. There is always a story of country music. I agree totally, Jeff. And the older the music is, the more the story is. That's what I feel. It feels like the newer stuff is a little bit more like soft rock or bop or something. It's
Yeah.
got a little bit of rock to it, like the drums and the guitars are picking up a little bit on it now. But the older country, I really enjoy.
I know, actually, Angela, that was pretty clever. She said she picked rock because now you can hear both the country and the rock. So that's actually pretty clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willie Nelson, also a really solid artist. Waylon and Johnny Cash. See, like, I'm
Wait,
okay
man.
with that.
Part of the Highwaymen, those three plus Chris
Chris.
Christopherson. Isn't that the four of them make up the Highwaymen?
Yeah.
But they don't make country like they used to. So you'd be limited to a certain time frame of time.
Chris
And then-
Christopherson was one of my all-time favorite artists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Chris
Chris
Christopherson.
Christopherson's awesome. I have to
Absolutely.
say my favorite would be George Strait.
I
Oh,
got
yeah.
5 or 6 albums on George Strait, and I gotta say he is pretty good. Now I inherited him just from my grandmother. I didn't buy him, but I didn't really listen to him very much. But yeah, and that's in vinyl. And I gotta say George is pretty good. He got a good twanger. I like him too. Yeah. Now he's big in Texas, George Strait, from what I understand. Really.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's really big here.
So
Texas
Texadonka says that she saw the Highwaymen at a rodeo.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. Saw the Highwaymen at the rodeo. That's pretty cool. Chris wrote good songs too. Yes, absolutely. That's the one thing about Chris Christopherson. Absolutely. He's got the talent of the music, but he also had the storytelling gift as well that people ever would
Best of
connect
All
to.
Possible Worlds. Great
Mhm.
song by Chris Christopherson, one of my favorites. Best of All Possible Worlds. Great story. He's running through the summer rain trying to meet the evening train. When he tipped his bottle back, he snuck into a cop and all this stuff. And the song just goes on and on and on. It's not a story. Chris is great.
Can you guys hear us good?
I can.
I can hear you good.
Yeah. That's
Well,
good.
we should be able to hear you good on StreamYard, but I know what you mean by the rest of the chat.
That's right. Yeah. Because sometimes your voice is a little lower than mine. I'm concerned that it might not be resonating through.
Oh,
Would you rather?
my voice? You're having a hard time hearing me?
No, Dwayne's.
Oh,
I was being an asshole,
asshole.
as they say.
Oh,
but
Right. That's where the stare come from.
Yeah.
I knew what she was doing.
He's like, I can hear everybody but Dwayne right now.
Yeah, I know her better than you guys. She might be YouTube friendly, not necessarily.
Oh,
sibling
whatever.
friendly.
That's just not so. That's not true at all. Hey guys, would you rather always hit red lights or always get stuck behind slow drivers?
oh, that's a tough one.
I mean,
I would say stuck behind slow drivers than
Yeah.
than be stuck at a red light. I think particularly where you live, Troy, like Texas and Florida, there are so many what I call punishment lights there, where the light is red for like forever before it turns green.
that's
That
crazy.
is-
It's not like that where I live. Like especially at night, they have sensors, and if you're sitting at a red light and there's zero traffic on the other side, it changes to green in like 5 seconds. But in Texas and especially Florida, like you can sit at a red light for 7 minutes before it turns, and it's like
That is true.
Really?
Yeah, their lights are there. I call them punishment lights, meaning like if you've done something really bad, like they just they stick you at a red light, almost like it's like their
Right.
version of timeout, pretty much.
Yeah, they redirect you into the into the timeout phase. That's
I would have to
interesting.
say, get stuck behind a slow person.
All the time though.
That would be. It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
Not as it is long. One is just as bad.
It depends
as
on
the
how slow they're going.
I'm thinking the red lights. I'll take the red lights because at least know then when the friggin' thing changes in a couple seconds, you can move again. And when you hit another red light, but you can move.
Right, but what about this?
That
What
is
if you're stuck at a red light, it turns green, and you're now stuck behind a slow driver?
Who can't make it through the goddamn green lights? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
That's a
that was
good point.
that's a torturous one there.
Yeah.
For sure.
That is. I don't know which one I would actually choose. I think I have a lot of patience, so I would go with slow driver as well. Yeah.
The good thing with slow drivers is if you're looking on your phone and let's say like using YouTube or whatever, and you accidentally hit them, it's not going to make as much of a damage to your vehicle and their vehicle, right? That's the good thing.
Yeah.
Low impact collision.
Look for the positives. That's what you want to need to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look for the positive.
Well, Francis says that's the positive right there. At least I can go fast between the lights. I thought that.
That was my thought too.
Yeah.
I also think it depends where you live. Like where I live, everything is so congested anyways for the most part. And so it's really hard to go super fast around here because, you know, our streets are a little bit, you know, it's very old here. Like it's just like, you know, a lot of our infrastructure was built in like the 1800s, early 1900s. So streets are kind of narrower. We don't have these like wide, like, you know, 4 or 5 lane stretches of road here. So you're kind of stuck behind slower drivers just for that reason alone.
Yeah, same as here.
It's the same as here and the same as Halifax.
Any older places for sure. That's the way they were. And those streets used to be horse paths one time for carts. And in the streets.
That's right.
So here in Newfoundland, we got some really big hills in St. John's, and the road will wind up the hill because that's how horses could do it. They couldn't go straight up the hill with a load. So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that's good.
Heartbreak Hill.
Heartbreak Hill. Brokeback Mountain.
Heartbreak Hill. All right, guys. Would you rather give up pizza or burgers forever?
Oh, that's an easy one for me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't eat red meat, so I would give up burgers forever. I could never give up pizza. I make homemade pizza, and so for me, that's a slam dunk, easy one.
But you can make some pretty delicious vegetarian burgers, though.
Yeah,
but I agree with you. I'm borderline vegetarian.
It's not compelling enough for me to give up pizza. Like pizza is like one of my top 2 foods of all time. It's just not happening.
Pizza and burgers are my number 1 and number 2 foods for sure. Like I don't know which one to give up. I would have to go with probably pizza.
Wow.
I don't know though. It's such a tough decision. Honestly, I'll just say pizza just because right? That's a tough one though.
Well, yeah, it is a tough one for the majority of people. But you know what? Like I think pizza you can diversify 10 ways to Sunday.
Yeah.
Whereas a burger, you know, it's always just a sandwich, really. At the end of the day, it's a sandwich.
I mean, like I'll eat turkey burgers. Like I like turkey burgers, but it's for me. If you're saying give up pizza or for me a turkey burger, I'd give up turkey burgers every day, twice on Sunday.
Yeah, same for me. I would give up.
How do we feel about pizza down in Texas, Troy?
That's a tough decision for me. Actually, we eat both of those a lot. So
yeah, me too.
I really love burgers and I really love pizza. So if I would have to say I would rather give up the burgers because I could do more with pizza to make it different.
Yeah, plus you could eat steaks. Like you guys have awesome steaks and briskets and all that stuff down there. You have a lot of other red meat like killer options for barbecue than probably we do up here. So if you look at it that way, the question was, would you give up red meat? It's just burgers. You have a lot of other red meat options too, you know?
Yeah.
You could actually make a burger pizza.
Yeah. Well, no, you can have
make a pizza burger.
Yeah.
Pizza burger.
You can eat that way. Absolutely, you could. Yeah, I find pizza is definitely more of a diverse food than anything. But I got one to stir the pot with you, Troy. Do you put beans in your chili?
I do not put beans in my chili.
A proper Texan never puts beans in their chili.
No.
I mean,
That is true.
I do.
We call it Texas red.
Yeah.
I put beans.
It's all meat.
Yeah, that's the way we do it. Jeff, do you?
I put beans in my. I put both light and dark red kidney beans in my chili.
Same as us.
I put chickpeas and kidney beans in my chili. I find that mixture is pretty good for me. But Texas, the guys, they don't like that. They don't like that.
Smoked
it's not called chili anymore. I don't think you guys would even acknowledge it as chili, will you?
Hey, Kat, I have a question for you. Since you like to do these like small, quick meals on your channel, could I make a request? Could you actually do a smoked turkey baked potato on one of your videos? Because that sounds really interesting to me, but I'd like to see it made. That would be cool.
Yeah, it definitely would. Without beans, you just Yankee version of bolognese sauce is what David says. I disagree.
I don't know. I'm not throwing shade at any Texan barbecue methods because they're like it's So basically, it's Texas, it's Kansas City,
Yeah.
it's Memphis, it's everyone else is like basically.
Texas is known around the world.
Yeah. I'm definitely not throwing shade at any Texas barbecue options because I'm sure it's amazing.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah.
They are in my mind the forefather of barbecue and bean, all of it, delicious. All right, next question. Let's see.
Awesome, Kat. That would be cool. I'd love to see that.
What's that?
She said she's going to do the smoked turkey baked potato.
Sweet.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Turkey sausage on a bun, awesome with barbecue sauce. I agree, Texas Donkey. Next question for everybody. Would you rather talk to animals or read minds?
Read minds.
I don't know. Like, honestly, like as cool as it would be to read minds, like I think if like people just kept thinking negatively about me the whole time, like I don't know if I could like deal with that. Like I
was speaking more around the lines of reading their minds and knowing what's going on, and I could capitalize from it somehow.
Yeah, that part's cool, but I also think like you're thinking like you would also know like what they think about you and maybe think people that you care for, and if they don't think favorably of them, I don't know if I would like that and if I could deal with that if it were too pronounced. And so for me, I think talking to animals would be cool. Like Calvin, what do you think?
What happened about animals?
Like I'd love to talk to Calvin and have him talk back. Like that'd be really sweet.
Yeah, Kevin's on here. Talk to animals. I barely want to hear what most people say now. I concur with you in some days on that one.
I would go with talk to animals.
Yeah, same. I think that I would value talking to animals more than I would reading people's minds, because think about it. Imagine if you didn't, and I think we kind of touched base on reading minds in previous lives anyways, but like it always goes back to, are you trained enough to block out people's thoughts and only be able to hone in on one? Because if I had everybody's thoughts going at one time, I would eventually go stark raving mad. Absolutely.
Could you imagine being in a whole crowd of people?
Yeah.
Well, that's only if it's on top of you. That's not the way I took it. I took it as like I could just pick.
I mean, Dwayne makes a good point though. Like, think about if you could read people's minds, like, and how much you could use that to your advantage in some ways. Like, it almost feels like an unfair advantage in a way. But it would. I mean, it would be. They're both pretty cool, but my preference would be to talk to animals.
Yeah, me too. I would prefer to talk to animals as well. I would. My father-in-law, says Texas Donkey, was a veterinarian until he was 80. He said animals were better than people, and they are, in my opinion. So
I gotta agree with that.
I agree with.
They're more loyal.
Yes. Would you?
Unconditional love, unconditional everything. It's unconditional.
Yeah. You can leave in the morning and they come back excited to see you no matter what the day was. That's what I love about animals. They're there whether it's good or bad.
You can get 5 minutes leaving your house, just going out to a job site inspection. And if they had a cell phone, you wouldn't be gone 5 minutes. You have 82 missed calls in 5 minutes. They'd be so worried. And when you come home, they treat you in 5 minutes like you've been gone for an hour.
That's right.
And in an hour, it's like a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's unconditional love. That's what I love about them. Right? I think all of us have puppy dogs in our house right now, and we all know. So the next question was, guys, we're getting a couple answers in here. Francis says, cheap earbuds. Would you rather only hear songs through blown speakers or cheap earbuds?
Cheap earbuds for me. The sound of blown speakers, like that crackly sound, is just really off-putting in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree with you as well. Audra, welcome. She says the speakers. She'd rather.
Hey, Audra, how are you? Good to see you.
She'd rather that sound.
I'd go with the cheap earbuds too.
Same here. I'd go cheap earbuds.
Yeah.
Nice.
That old crackly sound is gross.
Yeah. I know which ones you're talking about, and we had a blown speaker like that growing up, actually. Yeah. It was just annoying listening to it. All right. I think we pretty much swept the board on the earbuds choice there. Next one, you guys. Would you rather always have wet socks, or, I know I've covered wet socks before, but it seems to be a hot commodity, or always have popcorn stuck in your teeth?
I would always have popcorn stuck in my teeth because at the very least, as annoying as that is, at least you have the taste of popcorn in your mouth. Wet socks are just nasty for me.
Yeah, you'd have the old man wrinkle feet every day when you took your shoes off.
Yeah, I don't like wet socks or wet feet. I just think it's, first of all, I don't think it's healthy to have that.
Yeah.
So,
Although I keep pushing the agenda, don't I? We will talk about wet socks.
I hate wet socks, but I absolutely hate popcorn. I hate the way it smells. I hate the way it tastes.
really? Wow.
Yes, I hate popcorn. So that's a tough decision. I'm still going to go with the popcorn, though. Honestly.
I literally, for Barry's live stream, after I finished my Fireside Live, Barry's like, Barry went live, and I'm like, okay, I need a little snack. So I actually made some popcorn last night. And what I like to do with it was just the air popper. I drizzle olive oil on it with some salt and oregano. That combination is just elite. I highly recommend you try that. Not you, Dwayne, obviously. If you really hate popcorn, you won't like that either. But if you like popcorn, give that combination a try. It's really good.
I would have to go with the popcorn.
Yeah.
I hate having wet feet.
I'm even going to go with the popcorn over wet feet. Like, honestly, I'd rather have popcorn in my mouth. Honestly. Like someone just said, it leads to blisters, ticks. And it does. I mean, soft feet, squishy, gross,
Yeah.
Horrible.
For me, yeah. See, I'd be more tolerable to wet feet, right? I always more so gravitate towards wet socks in this case because anything in my teeth drives me insane, right? Like, drives me insane. I got to get rid of it immediately. If I can't, it will silently be the only thing, hello, Tatsa, that I will think of.
What if the wet feet though are like really, really cold, like where you guys live? I mean, where I live too, it gets really cold in the winter. And what if your feet were not only wet, but it felt like it was like 12? Your feet were like freezing. Like you could tolerate that over popcorn in your mouth?
That definitely changes the game, though, right? Like with those parameters, that would definitely change it. But I think that over time, I'd be able to come up with some sort of method. Like, for instance, I'd have, one of those heated 9-hour pads on my sole, right? So that way my feet would stay semi-warm, even if they are wet-ish. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I think that personally I go with the wet feet than things stuck in my mouth all the time.
This is why we don't get along, Alpha.
Sticking to your convictions. I like it.
I am sticking to clean, healthy mouth. For sure.
Oh,
that's fair.
Socks would be horrible, Todd.
Popcorn in the socks would definitely, If you combine the two, that would just be terrible. All right, next, guys. Would you rather have laser eyes or freeze breath?
Oh, wow.
Laser eyes. I think just being the ability to see really well to me is key. Like, here's a great example. Somebody gifted me memberships in my live stream last night, and I cannot see the green. And because YouTube puts it in green when they gift memberships, I cannot read that green on my cell phone at all. And I'm literally trying to I'm literally doing this. And so for me, somebody wears contacts. The ability to see like crystal clear and laser focused. I would love that.
I was thinking more like laser eye.
Oh, is that what you mean?
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's
probably fair.
Which would be the best superhero thing to have.
Oh, so it's a superpower. Yeah, I'd rather have laser eyes anyways for that too.
Yeah. I think I'll go with laser eyes too. It depends on interpretation though.
Yeah, laser eyes,
Can
you're
you
right.
see through things?
It's superpower, you can cut through metal and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I would rather have that.
Yeah, I think the laser eyes would be more useful.
Yeah, laser eyes would be good for destruction, but freeze breath would actually counter that, where you could stop things before they happened and change it.
Like Dr. Freeze and Batman.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. I'd rather go with the freeze breath, personally. But everybody else here was all about the laser eyes.
Superman had laser eyes.
That's true. Superman did have laser eyes. Just an FYI, Dwayne, you are not Superman.
No, I don't. But we do try to be.
Yes, he does try to be.
Hey, I do have a question, and I really can't take 100% credit, but I won't tell me who mentioned this. But has anybody ever told you kind of resemble Simon Cowell?
Yes, many times.
All right.
Nice.
Even on here 2 weeks back. Yeah.
All right.
I shaved today, but when you go in a couple of days and you get a little bit of scruff, I get it more. I was actually stopped in the mall once by this older woman, and she just even pointed me out and said it. Now, there's no way of me seeing that. I can't see it, but I think it's just because you don't really know me.
I sent
If
him
you
a
know what I
meme
mean.
one time. It was a couple weeks back of him as with Simon Cowell next to each other, and you're right.
I'll get some.
He looks like Simon Cowell.
Yeah, I
There you
think
go.
so.
I think so too.
Yeah, I would agree. There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
There you go.
Oh my god.
You like that?
Oh yeah. Are we secretly on Canada's Got Talent here, and you're just not telling me?
Yeah.
I don't have much talent.
I think next time I'll just come like Sofia Vergara and, wear the big dress and whatever, the big flashy dress, and sit
Yeah.
next to Simon Cowell, and maybe that'll be our Halloween theme. Who knows?
I can't wait to get off this live and remind Jocelyn. That's the one you've been seeing going back, my fiance. Again, they call me sorry, and she's gonna be right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't let it get to your head.
Don't let it get to your head.
Yeah. Next question, you guys. Would you rather only listen to 70s music or 90s music forever?
I gotta answer first, guys, because it's rib time. I gotta go check my smoked ribs. I'm gonna be a few minutes. 70s, absolutely, 100%, all the way. And that question depends on your age. And it really
Yeah.
does.
No, I think it's a great. I love this question because I do like 90s music, but I do think 70s music is kind of the GOAT personally. And this is talking, and I was really like, I was born in the 70s, but I didn't really start listening to music until the 80s. And I
Yeah.
love my 90s. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of stuff that's good in the 90s, but 70s music is GOAT level.
I started paying attention in the 90s. I listened to music in the 80s, but I started really paying attention and finding my own path of music in the 90s. Right? So I would agree. That's a tough one personally for me. What do you think, Troy?
I have to go with the 90s. There's a lot of 90s songs that I like.
There's a lot of 90s songs that I like too. It's hard. That's a hard one. It really is. It's like,
Yeah.
if you told me, what was the question? Was the question, would you rather only listen to? Yeah. So I would not want to have to give up either. But if I could only choose one, I just think there's a lot of killer songs from the 70s that are really iconic and classic.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, look, I was born, like I said, I was born in 76, and like, come on, like 90s to me, and I'm not like hip hop is not like my favorite genre.
Yeah.
But of that style, 90s hip hop is like hard to beat compared to some of this newer stuff that's out. Like in my opinion, a lot of this newer stuff is like kind of garbage, but 90s hip hop was elite.
That's right. They were breaking it out. They were inventing the wheel at that point, not reinventing now. They were actually inventing the wheel at that point. So in the 90s, a lot of actually new things came out on the scene, right? People expressing themselves a lot more, being more open about their sexuality, for instance. And, there was just this big movement that happened more so in the 90s. There was a movement, though, in the 70s, right? Burning of the guitars and whatever else. And the hard material started being pushed out into the scene. But by the 90s, people took all of that and kind of turned it into many, many more avenues, right, of music. So for me, I think there's more music out there from the 90s you could explore than it would be from the 70s over a long period of time.
Hey, Kevin, hiking with Jockey Boy. Welcome in.
Hey, Kevin.
Hello. Sorry, I missed you guys down there. Hello. It's very nice to see you guys. So my next question to y'all. Would you rather always spill coffee in your vehicle or food on your shirt?
Food on my shirt. I've spilled coffee in my car, and that's just not fun because usually it drips down into like the sides or in areas that you really can't clean. And
yeah.
So for me, at least I can take a spray stuff and like get the stain out of my shirt usually most of the time.
That's right.
So that's a no-brainer for me. I hate spilling coffee in my car, and I've done it plenty of times.
Yeah, I'd have to go with food on my shirt.
Yeah.
Especially if you have cream in your coffee, because then it'll sour and smell really bad.
Oh, 100%. That happened to me one time. I was absent-minded, and I got into the car. Luckily, I don't drink anything in my coffee. I drink my coffee black, right? So that was my only saving grace in a way. But I laid my coffee down because my hands were full. I put it in the center console, and I said to myself, like, make sure you put that in the cup holder. And I didn't. So I'm driving away. It lasted a while, but then all of a sudden, bam, this hot coffee turns over onto my passenger seat. The whole thing gets guzzled on top of the passenger seat, which, by the way, is a leather heated seat.
Oh,
How
man.
fun was that?
It's not fun. No, it's not fun.
Yeah, I wasn't too fond of it. I luckily had my gym bag with me, and I had a towel, right? So I took the towel and I pushed it down on the seat as best I can, and then I put my gym bag on top of another towel to see if I could absorb more. And it was about 2 to 3 weeks of me having that seat heater on the whole time to dry out that seat. It still works, so that kind of worked out. But yeah, it was a pain. Nobody likes that, so I go with that as well. I would not want to spill anything in my car, personally. What are we saying in the chat here? Francis says, I always spill food on my shirt anyways. Laugh out loud. Oh, she's used to it. Texas Donksy says, always wear clothes that match your meals. That's an actual,
That's a good way to look at it.
solid life advice, in my opinion. Solid life advice. Okay. Well, let's see what kind of guys you are here. I'll paste this one on the chat. Would you rather give up fries or onion rings forever?
Ooh, probably onion rings. I love onion rings, but it's not a food that I eat regularly anyways. Like I don't order, it's not like I order that a lot. So for me, it's kind of like easy to just give that up.
Yeah.
Personally, I love onion rings though, but I could never give up fry, especially a French fry that's done really well.
Yeah.
Like a hand cut fry, like versus like a frozen fry, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
I like onion rings, but I usually choose fries over the onion rings.
Do
Fries
you?
over fries.
Whenever they give me the option, I always lean towards onion rings because I, like you, Jeff, I don't have them very often. So when they have the option for them, I'm like, yeah, I'll try some onion rings. Right. But yeah, otherwise, it's not something I walk into a restaurant and seek out to get, you know?
Right. Usually they have to like put it in front of my face and say, hey, onion. It's like, oh, onion
That's
rings.
right. Yeah, like look at this big blooming onion. Oh yeah, I'll have
I
that.
don't like think
Blooming
of,
onions are good.
I just don't think to like say, oh, I'm gonna swap out fries with onion rings because most places don't really have it, in my opinion.
Yes.
You know,
I was taken aback by, I mean, this is going to make me sound so, I don't know, amateur, I suppose. But when I was up in Alaska, I had never eaten at Sonic before. And so I went into Sonic, and just because, you know, hey, I'm here. And they offered tater tots as a side.
I love tater tots.
That was new for me.
Yeah.
That
tater
was
tots
new
are good.
Yeah, tater tots though, if they're not crunchy and crispy on the outside, then it's a brutal. Like I don't like that raw potatoy taste. Like it's got to be crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. It's an art form to make a tater tot.
It's funny to me because it's still fried potato, but it's made different, so it tastes different. I do like tater tots.
Wow. David, Texas Donkey says, you're so smart. Got to wear a vanilla colored shirt. Yeah. I would agree with all of y'all on that. I would stick with the fries. What I like to do, you guys, when I make fries at home, fish and chips. I really love fish and chips. So when I make my like beer battered fish and chips, my fries, I either double or triple blaze them. So I'll cut it and I'll like cook them for like 10 minutes, the homemade fries, take it out, and I'll toss it in a bowl of spices and probably a little bit of panko to get that coating going.
Ooh.
And then I'll throw it back into the basket again and refry it. Take it out. I'll put some Parmesan and a little bit more spice in there, toss it up, and just like quickly singe it for another minute or so. Mwah.
That sounds good. Why are we talking about food now? I'm getting like really hungry.
No, I know I'm actually getting hungry too. I'm gonna actually, when Dwayne gives me the cue, he's got his ribs and everything all being done right now. He's got ribs and stuffed peppers and all sorts of stuff happening right now. I'm drooling thinking about it. Sonic has the best mozzarella sticks. I did have the mozzarella sticks there, Texas Donkey. They were all right. But mozzarella sticks are like you said, Jeff, about tater tots. They got to be the right temperature.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just past that hot point, it's just, you may as well just take it from the fridge and eat it that way. It's rubbery, in my opinion. All right, so the next question to you fine folks. Would you rather only hear acoustic versions or live versions of songs forever?
Ooh, that's a great question. So probably live versions of songs instead of acoustic. I love acoustic versions, but I think live music is awesome. Even like, I think live music, when the musicians are doing it live, they could get away with not always being their best, and it still sounds good because of, I think, like, the environment around you. Whereas acoustic, like if you're not solidly on your game singing acoustic, I think it's noticeable. Like you've got to be like on point, like when you do an acoustic version. So for me, I would say live. I think just live music is awesome. It's a different vibe for me.
I would have to go with the live also. I think actually sometimes the live to me seems better because there's so much energy and stuff in the audience.
Exactly.
I love live albums. I absolutely love live albums. One of my favorite albums of all time is AC/DC Live from 1990. Awesome album. I got loads of albums that are live. Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel, everybody that's live. I love live music. You get to hear the artists for really what they were, which you're not going to get in today's market so much as you did in yesterday's market, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like Queen, when you listen to Queen live, he sounds like Queen in the studio. Same thing as Bruce Springsteen and those guys, right? And even AC/DC for that matter. There's not much difference.
Yeah, it's true. I've got, I need to take a quick too many liquids in my body break. You take over. I do have the next question. Thank you.
Okay, so let's see now. Get my bearings here now, folks. Sorry it took so long, but I just had to not only did I have to take the ribs out, and then this is in the last hour, so they've been smoked for 3 hours, and then I wrapped them and put honey and butter, and my dog must float. 1 second.
I just realized my laptop was not plugged in this whole time, and I got like, your battery is dangerously low. I'm like, how is that possible? So I just plugged in, so hopefully we should be good.
All right, let's get this next question up. There she is. Would you rather always lose phone chargers, oddly, Jeff, or TV remotes? Well, that's quite the question, isn't it?
I would say I would rather always lose phone chargers, and the reason why is you could always borrow somebody's phone charger, and you probably can't borrow somebody else. You can't borrow a remote if it's for your own television. So that would be me.
It's an easier replacement for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. If the remote is gone, it drives you crazy until you find it. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
I would have to go with the phone charger also.
Yeah, me too. For sure. Let's see what
David says Holly does both. She loses the remote and her phone chargers.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
Of course you would. And of course you probably do. All righty. And the chat is coming in, Truder. It's mostly about the TV. I don't even have a TV. I have a huge computer screen, Fran says. Isn't that a thing, though? Like, I can remember the time. I don't know how old everybody is, but I'm sure some of you can remember that. The time when you said change the channel, and it was the kid who got up, went over and flicked it on. That was their first remote control ever invented, was your kid. Basically, you know?
Yeah, I was the remote control when I was like 6 or 7. I had to get up and like turn the dial on the TV.
Absolutely.
Go change the channel. My parents used to like try to like make it a learning experience. Like, hey, go turn it to channel 4, like to like learn my numbers. Channel 4. I'm like, okay. So like they had me, trained very well on that kind of thing. And then eventually the remotes were born, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's a cool invention.
That's the way it was when I grew up. It was like we had one of the huge console TVs. That was
us too.
Piece of furniture.
Floor model.
And we had like 3 channels, so
yeah,
there wasn't a whole lot of switching channels.
No, there wasn't. But then eventually you got then it got up to like 6 or 7 channels. Like there were,
yeah.
There was no remote though. You literally had to go up and like either turn the knob, and then eventually the TV's got a little fancier where you could like push buttons. But
I can remember the first remote controller that I think we had was like a box with like 13 buttons or something on the top of it. And it had a big cable that went in and screwed into the back of the TV. And it was probably like 12, 14 feet long, I mean. And you would just switch your channels by hitting each 2 to 13, you know. Guys, I'm sorry, but my dog really needs to go outside. I'm just going to snap them out.
Yeah, we actually use our TV as a monitor for our computer.
Oh, you do? That's cool.
It's like a 63-inch computer monitor or 65-inch.
That's nice. Yeah, I have a 55-inch TV, but I don't really hook up my phone or my computer to that. I'm on my phone like 90% of the time. I edit pretty much every video I make on my phone. Like I don't even use my laptop. Like I have a Canva subscription, so sometimes I'll do stuff on that, like on my laptop. But even now I have the app downloaded on my phone for Canva. And depending on what I need to do, I'll just do it right on my phone. It's just, for me, easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't even use our cable. We mostly just stream stuff. So
I have cable. I overpay for cable, phone, and internet. But I did get my bill down $50 finally. But still, I still pay like with taxes and stuff like $300 a month for all of that. It's like ridiculous.
That is.
Yeah.
There you go. Texas Donkey. I told Texas Donkey that she said, I'm just enthralled with her life. I need to know more. Like just all the comments that.
Have her be a guest on your live stream. She won't show her face, but that's okay. She could still be on.
Yeah, she's freaking cool, man. I need to know more about you. That is for sure.
Just right, she does a lot of cooking videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Food
I need to check this out. I'm a foodie, as you guys know. I love food. That is awesome, Kissy Cat. That's freaking beyond awesome. She was a bug girl through college, paid for her education. That's amazing. And you see all these cool places too. Like I need to tap into your channel for sure. You sound like a really cool person. Next question is, would you rather shapeshift or clone yourself?
Ooh. Shapeshift. I'll go shapeshift.
Hey guys, if you know anything
about
about
me, I
me,
can blame it on someone else.
Yeah, it's true. I really love Marvel characters. I love superhero kind of anything. I will watch every Marvel and any spin-off from it. I just enjoy that kind of thing. So, yeah. Would you rather shapeshift or clone yourself?
I'll go with shapeshift. I think the reason why is
Speak.
I think shape-shifting, so you could shape-shift into whatever you need to be in order to deal with that particular situation.
Correct.
So, for example, if I were faced up with like a large grizzly bear, I would shapeshift into something that could handle a large grizzly bear. Cloning myself, probably, whether there's 2 of me or not against one large grizzly bear, I don't think I could take a grizzly bear with 2 of me. So
Kevin asks, can my clones come to work with me?
Yeah.
See, that's good too.
Remember the movie Michael Keaton, Multiplicity, I think it was called, where he kept getting cloned, and each clone was a little bit less of a version than the other clone before it. That was pretty fun to do.
How cool would it be to shapeshift into your boss though, and then just tell everybody like, "Hey, take the rest of the day off on me." That'd be kind of fun, right?
Absolutely. Like you could do anything that you wanted if you were to shapeshift. Right?
Everyone gets fired the next day.
Or you could also go live the life and have your clone deal with all the stuff that you don't want to deal with as well, right?
That is true. Yep.
That's a tough one there.
That is a tough one.
Right? You can go and live the life and that person is really making the income and you're just living on a remote island somewhere gathering up the funds that they're working away at. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
But I myself would agree with the majority of the chat here, and that is I would prefer to shapeshift. Mystique is one of my favorite characters in Marvel. I actually dressed up as Mystique one year for Halloween. Did you know that?
I did. I saw the picture.
Yeah. It was a fun costume. I won a prize to a remote location through that one. So that was a fun experience for me. Let's just say that. It was interesting making the costume, you guys, because obviously it was body latex paint, right, from head to toe. and I use fishnet stockings underneath the layers of paint to look like fish scales eventually. And in order to, the biggest question is, how did you help yourself use the bathroom? I custom made a pair of underwear that I put a zipper in, and I kept that unpainted so that I could continue using the bathroom throughout the night.
The visualization is fantastic. And the scales were probably real.
It was amazing. Yeah, the scales were probably real because I'm a lizard, is what he's saying. Yes. Next question. Would you rather only listen to one-hit wonders or songs longer than 10 minutes forever?
I listen to a lot of Pink Floyd. There's a lot of songs, 10 minutes or longer. There is.
Yeah, there is. But you would limit yourself to 10 minutes or more.
But I think I'll go with the one-hit wonders just because they're kind of catchy.
Yeah.
That's why they're one-hit wonders.
One-hit wonders. That's a tough one too, though.
Because that would limit you, in my opinion, Jeff.
It would, but they both limit you, though. Like you said, there's not a lot of songs that are over 10 minutes long, and there's only so many one-hit wonders, too. I think you're limited in both options, but at least...
Foo fighting.
As fast as lightning. Oh. Yep. There you go, Texas Donkey. Kearney, I'm listening to Kung Fu Fighting right now.
One-hit wonder.
It is.
I'm gonna have to go with the one-hit wonders.
Ooh, I like this question.
I like your Deadpool shirt, Troy.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah. So Dave made the mention earlier this evening about my love for Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is obviously the creator of the Deadpool franchise. Ryan Reynolds is a Canadian. And Ryan Reynolds also owns a soccer team over in Wrexham, in Wrexham area. He's just lost his chance of being part of the higher league. Which one is that?
I have no idea. Dave would know.
Yeah, Dave would know. But he's also married to Blake Lively, who has been, I don't know if anybody's up on the controversy of those two right now, but I'm not too fond of Ryan Reynolds or Blake Lively at this point. And he planted that seed earlier. There's a big lawsuit out there with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds in it. And I think they are the lowest of the low when it comes to being a good human being. And we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I think Ryan Reynolds is a POS. And if you don't know what that acronym is, just look it up.
It stands for point of sale. That's what it stands
Yes, it is. Yeah, they've got many points of sale with their hairlines and their soccer teams and their gin, which is now on liquidation at the that's one thing I paid attention to when I was up in Alaska was how much his gin was. And it was like $20 a bottle. That's not quality gin in any way, shape, or form. Aviation gin, fail. That's what I say to that. So to help you with the seed earlier of maybe hearing me rant about Ryan Reynolds there, Dave, that's all I will do with that one. I'm not a fan of Ryan Reynolds. And I can tell by Jeff and Troy's expressions there, you kind of know what I'm talking about with the lawsuit right now that Blake Lively put.
I mean, I'm not following it closely, but I heard about the lawsuit between the two of them. Yes.
Yeah, I think that it's okay. If I'll share one thing, and I'll share one thing only about this lawsuit, is that in my world, where Troy, it's terrible to play the girl card and the Me Too card. And that's what I feel she did to get control of the narrative, and she did it all wrong. And it actually makes it look worse than before what she did. So if anybody doesn't know what's going on there, just check it out. Blake Lively is not a very nice person, and Ryan Reynolds is a bully, and I'll leave it at that. So, would you rather control weather or technology?
I live in Newfoundland. That is our technology. Everything goes around the weather here. Technology is pretty cool to control too. So you control the weather.
Yeah, I would rather control the weather because if I could, it would be 82 degrees with 30% humidity during the day here and 60 degrees at night. And that would be heaven on earth.
I would definitely go with weather.
We've got Louie here. This is Bruce. If you're still here, this is Sam Ian's brother. This doggy came from Little Miss Ellen. This is a Kearney, one of my one of the little babies that was in a litter 3 years ago. This is one of the, I can't say the R word anymore, but you know what I'm talking about. This is one of the R words that came out of that litter. Mr. Louie. This is Dwayne's love of his life, his canine love right now. Francis says, well, they are already affecting the weather with cloud seeding. That's true.
That's true. They're experimenting with it anyway. I don't know if that really works or not, but
yeah, it does.
It does?
Yeah.
Cloud seeding to make it rain?
Yep.
Wow. They could start using that over water bottlers.
That's true. They could. They have actually done it. I don't know why they didn't do that during the California fires. Right? Like that was an odd one. There wasn't a whole lot going on with the California fire.
We're early in the
Apparently,
season.
they're not very successful at it around here.
It seems like it's everywhere.
Yeah, what's it rained once in like 3 months where you live, Troy?
We've got a couple rains, but not very much, like a couple inches.
Yeah, we've gotten, well, here in Newfoundland, that's all they've been getting is rain. The gross.
It snowed for 6 months and then it rained for next tree.
Yeah. Would you rather always have a dog hair on your clothes or muddy paw prints on your floor?
Dog hair on the clothes.
Mm,
I always got dog hair on the clothes anyway.
yeah, I'd rather have muddy paw prints on the floor because I just feel like it's easy to clean that up. And I wouldn't want to have to like constantly pull big clumps of hair out of my clothes. That's just me though.
Yeah, well, I agree with you, Jeff, because to me, it's more socially acceptable. When you go outside with no hair on your clothes, people aren't going to think that you don't give a crap about yourself. Right? And then, but, you know, you can close the door and no one knows about the paw prints.
I go with dog hair. Our floors are light color. And when Louis comes from outside with those great big dirty prints, it's just like, oh, you know. But I'm always covered in hair anyway, so I'm used to it. I smell like a dog. I look like a dog sometimes, you know.
I would go with the muddy paw prints because with our floors, it'd be pretty easy to clean up.
Same. It would be ezy with mine too. But
Yeah,
for
same
me,
here. I've got tile and hardwood, and so those are two easy surfaces to clean up.
yeah. So we're gonna go with well, we got a mix here. Some people say dog hair, and the other people say, well, where's Kevin's comment here? So life as it already is, or muddy paw prints, and that's what it sounds like for everybody here.
Angela says dog hair.
Yeah.
Troy, you get the best of both worlds.
So Jeff, would you rather eat sandwiches or pasta forever?
Oh, easy.
Ooh,
So easy.
I love both, but I probably would rather. I love my carbs. Let me see. But there's so many I think sandwiches. There's just too much versatility with sandwiches to give that up. Like, but to give up pasta would be really tough, though. And I don't eat. It's not like I eat it every day, but when I do have it, I really enjoy it. To me, it is like a classic comfort food.
Yeah.
Especially
It
like
doesn't matter how you make it.
like mac and cheese is just so good if it's made properly. To give that up would be tough, but I would give up pasta over sandwiches.
You would give up pastas over sandwiches?
I
Wow.
would, yeah.
That's enough.
I would.
I don't know if I can make that sacrifice. To me, it all depends. Yeah, no, I stick with pasta.
So let me ask you this: what about the pasta? Like, so I'll sometimes do the chickpea pasta or the lentil pasta. Like, so it's not technically gluten. And does that count as being pasta, or are you just talking strictly like gluten pasta?
No, it doesn't have to be gluten pasta. There's many other forms of pasta for sure.
Right. Yeah, but I would still give that up though over sandwiches.
I love bread. I love meat, and I do not like pasta noodles.
I love pasta, but I do like sandwiches. Like, there's just a lot you can do with sandwiches.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm just thinking about eating a chicken, like a nice hot chicken parm sub right now. Sounds just amazing.
Oh, it does.
I eat a lot more sandwiches than I do pasta.
Macaroni and noodles and spaghetti noodles, lasagna noodles, the actual noodle. It's my second least hated food of all time other than rice. I
Least
hate
liked.
rice the most, and I hate that the second most is pasta. I really, really don't like easy sandwiches. You can
Wow.
make a sandwich. You can put a pork chop on a piece of bread. It doesn't matter, right? Anything. It's a sandwich.
Okay. Texas Donkey says, I love my panini maker. So I imagine that would be sandwich for a lot of sandwiches are underrated comments. So I'd say it's a consensus on the sandwiches there, wouldn't we say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather summon unlimited snacks or unlimited coffee?
Coffee.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm a coffee person all the way.
Mhm.
Oh, but Audra says snacks.
I'm going to go with snacks myself. I like coffee, but
Yeah.
Jeff, how many coffees do you have a day per se?
Probably it depends on like where I'm at, but like so if I work in the office, I bring one with me to work, and then I usually have 2 at work, so 3.
Yeah.
And then if I work from home, I'll make like pretty much a full pot of coffee, and I'll just kind of drink that throughout the entire morning. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say exactly how many cups, but probably 3 or 4. I would say 2 to 3 cups is like average, but sometimes there's a 4th cup in the mix. Not
I
gonna
would
lie.
agree with you 100%. I for sure before 12 o'clock in the day, I got 3 of me, easily,
3.
sometimes 4, and
Okay.
and sometimes maybe another one in the afternoon. It depends on where you're to.
I love this comment. I went to a wedding and they had grilled cheese sandwiches at Grilled Cheese Sandwich Bar. It was a hit. I need a grilled cheese sandwich at a wedding. Wouldn't you?
I love grilled cheese sandwiches.
I like grilled cheese sandwiches too.
Me too.
What's your favorite way of making a grilled cheese sandwich, Chef?
I like it with sometimes I'll put tomato on it.
I got a chip.
I don't like, to me, like if you add too much stuff to it, then it's not a grilled cheese, in my opinion. It's just a different sandwich.
Yeah, it's just a hot
I
burger.
will put I love cheddar cheese, grilled cheese sandwiches, or Swiss with like tomato. And then sometimes I'll dip it with like tomato sauce. Like I won't necessarily make tomato soup, but I like that, like a little marinara to dip it in.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. How about you, Troy?
I
How
just
did they
like
make
mine
it?
plain, just buttered bread and 2 pieces of cheese.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What I like doing,
Classic.
my favorite grilled cheese sandwich to make would be to fry up a little bit of onion in a pan, right? Just so it's al dente. And you put it to the side off the heat so it doesn't continue cooking. Then you take pancetta and you fry that in the same pan. And then you get your butter, of course. You butter your bread. You put that in the pancetta pan after you've taken out the pancetta, of course, to use that little bit of extra grease. Then you put your pancetta and your onions in the middle and your cheese, whatever you choose. I prefer a shredded cheese over yeah, like over a solid slice. And then I put my topping on it and I flip it with a little bit of chili pepper in it. Oh, dude, next level.
Yeah, chili pepper. I like the red pepper flakes, like the red chili pepper flakes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That stuff's bomb. Yeah, that stuff's good.
Yeah, it is good. That's my preference of if I'm spoiling myself with a good grilled cheese. If I'm actually spoiling myself, that's what I'll do. I'll put pancetta, onions, and cheese in the middle of it. It's delicious.
Sounds good.
Yeah, solid. It is a solid. Pepper flakes are in my purse, says Taxi Dog. You are literally
So are word searches, I learned. This cat carries a
Seriously.
lot in her purse. She's got word searches, pepper flakes.
Actually, you know what? Dave's right there, even though he said it like Forrest Gump. And I'm going to read that comment like Forrest Gump. Holly doesn't shred cheese. That's hard work that her husband performs.
It's truth to that.
Yeah. Holly doesn't shred. Actually, that is true. One of my pet peeves is shredding cheese.
I hate peeled potatoes.
He doesn't like peeling potatoes. What's the one kitchen thing that you guys are like, no, if there's someone else around, I'll get them to do it. I'll do everything else but that one thing. Are you guys waiting for each other?
I would have to say, I mean, I like cooking, so I would say dishes.
Yeah, dishes suck too.
I'm trying to think. I like cooking. It's actually ever since COVID, I've enjoyed cooking a lot more.
I love cooking.
I don't really know what I don't like doing though. Because everything I do, I try to be like, not that I have like a theme. I like a lot of different things, but I don't like this. Like, I don't want the cooking to be like consuming like my whole time, and so I try to make things that are pretty quick for the most part. Like, so I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that as far as things that I don't like doing. Peeling potatoes is fine. Like, I can do all that because I have a potato peeler, but
You come here anytime you want.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't have like, if I'm gonna make something, I'm committed to making, and whatever it takes to make it, I'll make it. So that's kind of how I look at it. Yeah.
I'll grate the cheese, but if I can buy pre-grated cheese, I'll do that first because I don't like.
I do that not because I would find that like it's just, to me, it's like, okay, I understand like when you grate the cheese yourself, it's probably better because there's none of that cellulose powder or whatever that they put in cheese, at least in this country. I know in Canada maybe they don't do that, but the cellulose powder helps the cheese not to like clump together and stick together, basically. Yeah. But like that's just how they sell stuff here. So for me to shred my own cheese, it's like, okay, why would I do that when like I can already have that done for me? And it's not because I would find it annoying. It's just the way that they do it here.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. For the most part, like there's not really much stuff that I wouldn't want to do. Like I make homemade pizzas, and the whole process will take me between, making my dough, letting it rise, finally getting it in the oven. Like that's like a 3-4 hour process for me, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah, same with me. Like if I'm committed to making a full meal, then I'll do it, right? Like every ingredient will be done by me and etc. But if I could choose, that's the only, I think like I'm fine with washing dishes. I'm fine with everything else. I just find it annoying to grate cheese. I don't know what it is about me, but I don't like doing it. I do not like doing it, Sam. I will not do it as a result. Woohoo, Mr. Troy. Thank you very much. Sorry, actually, Angela. Yeah, it is Angela. It's my dementia coming through. Thank you so much, Angela, for the contribution today. I really appreciate it. Here's another question for y'all. Would you rather have invisibility or unlimited luck?
Invisibility. I can make my own luck. Man. Right?
I think I would want unlimited luck.
I always win the lottery every week.
Definitely unlimited luck.
Unlimited luck for me too. Yeah, and Angela says the same thing. Yeah, I know, Mrs. Troy. Mrs. Troy, thank you. Unlimited luck seems to be the way. Yeah, like, I mean, just imagine it. Like everywhere you went, you could go to a carnival and like get every prize. You could go to a casino.
I could do the same thing by being invisible.
Casino. You could retire in one night just on the roulette table.
You could do the same thing by being invisible. You could do anything you want if you were invisible. Anything.
That's right.
So you create your own luck.
Okay. All right. That's a good twist to it. Francis also agrees. Invisibility. You could make your own luck.
Absolutely.
Texas Doxy says, I won 1,000 at the casino last week. What?
Now, I could use some luck because the most I've ever won, I'm like playing the lottery, and I've been faithful for, my God, 35, 40 years. I think I won $113 one time, and everything else has been $20 or less in all of those years, and probably hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of tickets.
Really?
I don't know. It's $7 a week. Now it's gone up to $8 for some reason, just because you get some extra digit. Right? The lottery here, that is. Now, our lottery here is the biggest I see it normally getting for our area is about 60 million on a draw. I know some places down the States, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, like Powerball and Mega Millions. We've had over $1 billion jackpots. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Can you imagine $1 billion? What would you even do? I wouldn't even.
I mean, that's not all the time. Like, I mean, usually they hit before that, but yeah, like we've had $1 billion jackpots here. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's population, right?
Yeah, it's definitely the population, how many
Population.
tickets are being bought and like percentages and whatnot, but how much are they making from that billion? That's the real question. Like, holy.
Here's a question. How much would you comfortably now, not superstar, ridiculous, expensive nuts, like $60 million. Nobody needs $60 million, right? Really, in my opinion. How much would you really need to just live the rest of your life right now happy if you won the lottery tomorrow?
I'd say 2 or 3 million.
I'd like to have 5.
Yeah, I just think 2 or 3 million goes faster than you think. If you have no other source of income like if I could invest that money to like get like interest, then maybe, but like I think 5 is probably a good number to not have to work and then like invest to get interest and just live comfortably. I think that's the number.
And I think it all depends on where you live too, because the cost of living, like for instance, here in Newfoundland, is very low. So you can stretch your dollar in most aspects.
Unless you're buying stuff, everything got to be imported in. So
that's true.
Troy, what do you think?
I think with about 3 million, I could be fine with that.
See, I figured my answer is something like yours. I said 5, but I was thinking it would take me 2 million to pay off people to get a better life, and then I got 3 to live on. Right?
Yeah.
And people
sounds like I have $1 million coming.
Clear after taxes, though, or are you talking before taxes?
Oh, 5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk
in your pocket.
Let's talk like a tax-free lump sum.
Yeah, I think 5 million in the northeast part of the United States. It's pretty pricey here, so 5 million. I mean, I live in a 2-bedroom house that's like not even 1,000 square feet, and if I sold it tomorrow, I'd get close to $400,000 for it. So, like, it's just crazy to think that my house is close to that much money, and because I wouldn't pay that. I live in it, and I'm like, if I had to buy my house for $400,000, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But it's just crazy how expensive it is up here, and I don't even live in the most expensive state in New England. Massachusetts is like way more expensive than Rhode Island, even parts of Connecticut. But yeah, 5 million and 3 million. Like, think about it. Texas, you guys don't have any state income tax, right? And I know you're saying it's clear, but it's just the cost of living up here compared to Texas in most spots
it's a lot more.
It's different. Yeah, it's just way more expensive up here than down south.
And I'm sure, like with you, Jeff, you know about this stuff, but like if you had, say, like 3 million or even like 5 million, you put it into like a high interest savings, you could use mostly just the interest and stuff.
Yeah.
If I was lucky enough to win something crazy, like say 50 or $60 million, I wouldn't know what to do with it, to be honest with you. I would just like give so much away to charities. And
I would do the same thing. I would give a lot away, but
yeah,
it's just nice having the peace of mind, right? That you don't have to
worry.
What do you think, Jocelyn?
If
$5 million, would you allow him to give money to? This is the fiance in the background here.
No.
He's talking all his talk, but he's like, "Oh, I would give it away to charity, and I would be such a saint. I'd be on." There you go.
I'm buying lots of nice stuff.
There's the truth.
She already got that.
There's the truth. She would go to Winners, everyone, and buy clothes. Show us what you got on. I like your shirt. Shoulder back a bit because that's the nicest part.
Oh, you want to see my arms?
Yeah, we
No,
do.
we don't want to.
Right there. Yep, that's perfect. Perfect. There you go, guys. There's your Newfoundland experience for the day.
Welcome, Newfoundland.
Would you rather? She's hitting me. She's hitting me right now. She's like, "Why'd you do that to me?" And then later she's gonna be, "Lord God, Holly, why'd you do that, boy? I was so embarrassed."
Speaking of which,
No, my bum is going to become famous.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of which,
They're lost for words. See?
Wiggle on the Bum reminded me of this. I need to go out and baste my meat. I'll be back.
Well, that being said, would you rather give up garlic bread or mozzarella sticks forever?
I would rather give up mozzarella sticks, to be honest with you, because I love garlic. Like I could eat garlic bread forever.
I could too.
Because you didn't say give up cheese, you just said mozzarella sticks, and so I could eat other forms of cheese and it would still qualify. So yeah, easily for me.
Ooh, no garlic for Texas Donkey. She disagrees, but everyone else is coming out with get rid of the matzo sticks.
I would actually choose the mozzarella sticks. I like garlic bread, but I prefer mozzarella sticks over garlic bread.
Over garlic bread. See, the thing is about garlic bread, in my opinion, You can eat it cold or hot, but you can't a mozzarella stick. Or at least it's not as enjoyable.
Not as good. Yeah.
Garlic bread is fine the way it is, right? Like you still get that nice buttery, garlicky flavor on your bread, but you don't get that with a matzo stick. So I agree, guys. I would give up matzo sticks in a heartbeat over anything garlic. My garlic right now is sitting at about 23 to 24 inches high.
Wow, that's tall.
Wow.
Yeah, like I planted. So 2-3 years ago, I started planting this heritage organic bulb, and I've been able to continue on that bulb. That's fine. But the freaking squirrels and the chipmunks would always get into my garden and eat a lot of the bulbs over the winter. So last year, I planted about 200 bulbs. I'm not kidding, 200 of them. And now every single one of them have bloomed.
Wow.
Everyone. So now I'm going to have way too much garlic this year, but there's worse things to suffer, don't you think?
True.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather have cold coffee or warm pop?
Easy for me. Cold coffee. I don't drink soda. And
That's right.
and iced coffee is like a big thing here. So like, yeah, that's a no-brainer for me.
Do you guys have a Tim Hortons down there?
We don't. We used to at one point. They had a Tim Hortons, but they do sell the Tim Hortons Keurig K-Cups at our grocery stores. In fact, I love Tim Hortons dark roast coffee, and I actually have it in my Keurig carousel. I'll show you guys. That's how much I like it.
It's the roast coffee.
I agree.
It is.
We're both saying that we hate dark roast coffee as Canadians.
Yeah.
So we're glad they
Yeah.
I love it. This is good
I would
coffee.
have to
It's
go with
really
the
good.
cold
I love it.
But a lot of people say, well, I mean, Texas Donkey says, I cannot live without my Diet Coke. The question
I
was,
just don't like soda really. I mean, I used to drink it as a kid, but for me now it's like, I could do without it.
yeah.
I would rather have warm pop than cold coffee because my pop, which is Coke, and when I drink that, I just leave it in the floor at room temperature, and that's the way I like it. It's good cold too, not mind you, but that's what I prefer.
I prefer, if I were to choose between the two,
And beer has.
I go with cold coffee because warm pop just doesn't have the same effect.
Cold coffee is disgusting. I chose that.
But Fran doesn't drink coffee at all. Congratulations, Fran. Are you
Do
a
you
tea
drink,
drinker?
Dwayne, do you drink iced coffee at all, or are you or no?
No, I don't drink no iced coffee. I just drink regular coffee. I prefer instant coffee.
Okay.
He is not a coffee connoisseur in any way.
No.
He's fine with Nescafe Insta coffee or whatever. Like,
You like what you like. That's how I tell people, right?
that's true. That's
It
true.
wakes me up.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Would you rather lose your keys or lose your wallet?
Oh.
That's a tough.
Tough one there.
Well, I drive a
I'd
company
rather
truck,
lose my
so I'm
keys.
going to take the scapegoat and say my keys because it's their keys, right? Not mine. But other than that, that's crazy ass. That's hard. The wallet would cost you more, I think, if it fell in the wrong hand.
Yeah. I worry about the wallet falling in the wrong hands. Like as far as I would say the keys. They're
I would
both
say
not
keys.
ideal though.
No, there's a horrible trick question.
Well, here
It
I'll
would be a lot easier to get the key replaced than it would to get all this
True.
stuff.
Yeah, you could just have another key made. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Would you rather lose your wallet or your cell phone?
My cell phone.
Yeah.
Cell phone.
Because I have insurance on it. So
Okay.
And you can cancel it and you can stop it.
You can cancel anything in your wallet too, though.
You can.
but just the thought of having to get a new driver's license,
New MC.
call every credit card company.
Oh
Just,
yeah, absolutely.
It just won't work.
Yeah, a lot of people would say cell phone as well. Make a list of credit card numbers to cancel. Yeah, I've lost both before, and it was easier to get a new cell phone than it was a new wallet. That's for sure. Hey guys, so I'm kind of touching, I don't know, I don't know which one you are. Are you a ketchup or a hot sauce fan? So would you rather give up ketchup or hot sauce forever?
Easy for me.
Ketchup.
Sauce.
Yeah, I love both, but I think the only reason why I say I would give up hot sauce only is because ketchup is more versatile. Like you can put ketchup on a lot more things.
Yeah.
But I love hot sauce. Like, you know.
I do too.
I'm not a hot sauce kind of guy.
I eat a lot of hot sauce, so I don't really eat that much ketchup. Even on my fries, a lot of times I won't put ketchup on them.
Yeah, I put ketchup on burgers and fries and hot dogs. Not much else really.
Do you guys in Canada, are you guys like, so in New England, it's not super common, like, but it's kind of popular. We'll do the salt, ketchup, and the malt vinegar on our French fries. Do you guys do the
Oh,
malt?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, definitely. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just explaining to my niece earlier yesterday that Boston and Halifax, which I've lived in for about 10 years of my life, are sister cities, right? And we send down the tree every year at Times Square in Boston. That's from Halifax. It's a donation. What do you guys give in return? I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't live in Boston, so I'm not exactly sure. I didn't realize Halifax and Boston are sister cities, but I'm not sure what the reciprocal gift is.
The connection to me is that the architecture for like residential areas from Boston, in my opinion, from what I've seen, down to Rhode Island at least, because I've seen all along that stretch, the architecture is very much the same as the architecture up in Halifax.
Okay.
So making that connection of that strip of the Atlantic area, generally they're the 2-story salt box connected slatted houses, unless you're in a certain area. Yeah. And that it has nothing to do with ketchup. But
And we do have ketchup chips, Tex. You're right.
that's right.
And malt vinegar on fried fish, Angela, is absolutely delicious.
It is.
Loves it.
Yeah,
Loves
malt vinegar on fries is really good, especially if they're they got to be like hand cut, really good, like they can't be like that frozen junk.
Yeah, home fries we call them.
Imagine the French fries I described to you guys with malt vinegar on top. Delicious.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, the triple blend.
That's a very English thing, by the way, like England thing.
Yes, we like our chips.
Ketchup chips, Dave. You're right. They do taste like ketchup. You're not 100% right, but they have a strong vinegar content to the ketchup chips here.
And I have
I've heard of ketchup chips, but I've never seen them before.
Oh, they're good. They got a bit of, you gotta like vinegar. It is ketchupy, but it's got a vinegar taste to it too. That's the way I see it anyway.
Dave says ketchup chips taste nothing like ketchup chips, but you know what? They're really good. Angela says I'm preaching to the choir here, Holly. All right, guys. Would you rather always sit on a cold toilet seat or have wet sleeves after washing your hands?
Wet sleeves.
You guys said the opposite.
We always do.
I'll say cold.
Ever since the show started.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Oil and vinegar, we see. Oil and water. Where are you at with that, Troy?
I would say cold toilet seat. I guess it really depends on where you live, because if it was like really cold, like negative
It would
temperatures,
be refreshing.
that would be a lot different than our cold.
That's true. Because Texas Uncle said, I'll take a cold toilet seat. I never sit on it. Buffalo stance. Yeah. So you're a hover. She's a hoverer. I would imagine.
You go to some of our like our rest areas around here, and Texas, they got all metal toilets. So.
Yeah, but my swash appreciates a cold seat, says Mr.
Yeah.
I heard the word buffalo stance. Isn't that a song by who is it? Nina Sherry?
I think so, yeah. And when you go into a public rest station, don't we all hover?
Anything public.
That or I literally take like, if they don't have seat covers, I take like a bazillion things of toilet paper and like put it all around the seat first.
That's right. You seal the deal before you go anywhere near it. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Would you rather always have squeaky brakes or loud exhaust on your vehicle?
Squeaky brakes. I think loud exhaust is so obnoxious, personally.
I agree. 100%. Squeaky brakes.
I go with squeaky brakes.
We are not always using the brakes, but when your car is going, you're using the exhaust.
There's just true, like the burr, right? That, like, I think anybody who purposely does that to their vehicle is ridiculous anyways. but there's just something about that almost like nails down a chalkboard annoyance of hearing
Metal
someone
on metal.
with squeaky, with the squeaky brakes are coming in through. It's like, oh, that's Jerry. He just made it in. I can tell by his brakes. Yeah. So that's what I would go with for sure. I agree with you guys. Oh, but Bruce says he would prefer to have the squeaky brakes over an exhaust issue. Yeah. Interesting. Is it bad load or muscle rumble? Says, is it
Angela.
yeah, loud? Is it bad loud or muscle rumble? See, that's it, right? Like it could be a muscle car kind of sound. It could be.
What is it those young guys do? I don't just pinpoint young guys, but it seems like there's a lot of Honda Civics on the go. They got this little thing stuck on their exhaust to make them sound like.
Yeah. The rocket cars.
Rocket crotch? Or
Yeah,
something? Or is that a
crotch
motorcycle?
rockets. Crotch
No,
rockets
they're
is
motorcycles.
the motorcycle.
Crotch rockets, huh?
Rice rockets is what they call a car that has
What?
a bunch of decals on it. That
There's
are
a
cheap.
lot of those here. Those guys here, we're going around, and they're always Honda Civics, and you got these.
Oh yeah,
fat ass
or Subarus, right?
aftermarket exhaust tailpipes on
Subarus. The
Cherry bomb. You're right, Dave. It's called cherry bomb. Yes.
Cherry bomb. All right.
She's my
Last one, and then
cherry
I'm
bomb.
actually gonna introduce you guys to a new Jackbox game. We'll play one of those, and then we'll conclude it. I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time here. Would you rather always get stuck in traffic or grocery store lines?
Grocery store lines. I gotta go check my food again, guys, because I just had turned the heat up before these. We're at the final stages. Because I know with a grocery store line, I'm getting something good at the end.
So it's tough. I mean, I would say because I get stuck in traffic a lot on my way home from work.
Yeah.
I would say that only because I've found good ways to like deal with it. Like a lot of times I'll be on somebody's YouTube live stream, or now I've been going live from being stuck in traffic. So I've found ways to be productive and kind of tolerate it. Grocery store lines annoy me personally.
I would go with the grocery store line because I try to go like get everything I need once a week, so I don't have to deal with it once a week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair. That's a fair way to put it.
Very nice. All right. Can you guys hear that in my background right now?
I
Yeah.
can.
You can?
Kind of.
Bad thing. I'm actually this new game is called Time Jinx. It's part of the brand new package that they just released here with Jackbox. So if anybody is interested in playing this game today, go on jackbox.tv, which I'm just about to do, and I will get you the code very shortly.
All right, I will be right back in 1 second.
Yeah. There you go, everybody. So your code is PSDV. Can you see it? No, you cannot. There you go. I don't know if you can. Here, I'm going to hide.
My Amazon package did arrive after all. What's the code? What's the Jackbox code?
PSDV.
PSDV.
Sorry,
PSDV.
PSDV. Go on jackbox.tv. Bring a dodo. I brought one, everybody. Did you bring your dodo? I got mine.
Trivia questions about time. If you have any questions, you shouldn't, okay? I literally just explained it. Just as a reminder, pals, this is a 3.5 round game. Let's get into it. First mission, folks. Please keep all hands and tentacles inside the time machine. Oh, and here's the time frame you're working with. Enter your dates now.
Buckler, here's the original one. Tell me you guys didn't participate.
Let's see.
I don't think they can hear us, can they?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
How many total years you're off on these missions? The lower, the better. On to the next mission.
210 Kahaman's tomb is opened. I don't think it no, if I said that right.
Tutankhamun is a Egyptian pharaoh.
Kind of figured.
He was the boy king, see? Tutankhamun is his name. Tutankhamun. That's the way I remember. I watched stuff. By me. Lucy.
Bruce Crisp, I guess is
Nails
exactly right.
Nails.
I got you all a little something. It's a new mission.
Salvador Dali complete The Persistence of Memory.
I haven't heard of that.
No.
So is this game like golf? The lower the score, the better?
I think. Oh, all y'all like above 1948.
What's happening?
Oh,
Oh, we all suck.
closest one was you, Jeff, though.
So do you want the lowest score in this?
Time to
I think
time
so. I
hop.
think it's like golf.
Let's up the ante a little bit. I'm going to send you to 3 different parties in 3 different decades. The goal is to give a time-appropriate response. If you do that, then you'll get credit applied to your score. Try not to embarrass yourselves. Here we go. Ugh, some dweeb just prank called me. How can I call him back? Remember, pick the answer that matches the decade you're in.
Oh yeah, the star sign. Remember what you had to dial to find out who just called you?
Here's the line you should have used.
Oh, you had the
Okay,
Star
next
69 over in
Fasten your
England.
seatbelts, and also install seatbelts. Have you seen that Netflix show about the sad horse? It hit me right in the feels.
I don't know what that even
I don't
means.
even know really, like, yeah, what that means. I gotta check that. I got the temperature.
This is more so about experimenting with this new package. that I
Next
got.
decade, let's go.
So let me know how this one goes for you guys. I'll either add it into the mix. or not.
Do you have a blanket?
I have a Snuggie. I would go with Snuggie.
lowering your score based on how successfully you time hop.
I'm not playing here for a reason. I just want to see what you guys say.
Let's see who's winning with the lowest score. That was a weird sentence.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, you're winning.
You'll win, Jeff, buddy.
Still early.
Second round already. Wow, time flies. That alarm is letting us know we've changed the course of history. Sort of a big deal. Let's visual the location we messed up. There should be a famous landmark here, but it's been replaced with an eyesore. So, where are we?
Jordan has a similar. Ooh. They didn't show the.
And here's your score adjustment.
They didn't show the castle.
I'm the only one who got it wrong because of you. Holly told me the answer, and I was the only one who got it wrong.
Moving on.
All right, guys. I'm not too happy about this game thus far. What do you think, Jeff?
How would I
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Very old school. I'll be right back. The smell of your ribs are killing me.
I know they're smelling me. I got chicken soon. They're gonna eat them up so high. Well, you had to guess for a time when Israel was a state.
1948 is when they became an independent nation.
Had to go
So,
after
Here's the
that.
next one.
yeah.
It's acting to become a rapper. I don't know who this guy is. Oh.
Oh, Bruce got it right on the dot. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, Bruce.
Here's your next mission.
Billy the Kid. Boy, I met a guy from Texas one time when I was doing a course in Detroit. It was for the insurance institute. I was down doing this course. Me and the guy there had a long conversation with Billy the Kid. Me from being like, just wondering him actually knowing history. Crazy ass history behind Billy the Kid. You're probably aware, of course. Oh, I almost got it within 1 year.
Nice,
Well,
Queen.
wasn't too bad.
I don't think I'm winning this round.
Whoa! We're entering a time loop.
Oh.
You're going to answer 2 questions twice in a row. You'll be able to keep your original answer or switch it if you're having doubts. Each time you get it right, I'll lower your score. You got this. Hopefully. And yes, the time loop happens in a modified freezer. Don't think about it too hard, okay?
I don't know that sound.
I know the song. I just don't know how many times he says it.
Go with it.
Yes.
Bam! Time loop. You can stay with your first choice or jump ship to another. Here's some data to mull over.
I'm going to stay with my answer.
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to stick with my answer. 2 players got this one right.
Angela and
Oh, wait, what?
Everybody got it wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that.
Five players got this one wrong. Well, that's
And here's the credit.
Whoa, Angela, you're doing well.
yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Angela
Let's
has
take
that
a look at
talent.
the
She's
scoreboard.
able to sneak up and like a
So
scorpion.
Angela's beating me. There's still another round, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Don't prep yourself.
you still
But
got it.
it's the third round.
There you go. What she said, Jeff. You can do this, Jeff. You can do
Quick heads
it.
up, if you're not doing so hot, you'll be receiving some hints from your future self. You're probably asking, why doesn't my future self just tell me the answer? Well, that's between you two. Drama.
Yeah, Jeff.
Punching your dates now.
Burger King Singapore releases sexually suggestive Super 7
Super.
picture commercial.
I have no clue. Just a guess.
Me either. I don't.
I
Between 2005 and 2020.
just had a guess.
Can you imagine Jarrett having
Let's
to
take a
eat
look
that
at where
sandwich
you all went.
from Subway? Who's got it?
Oh,
Angela on the nose.
Nailed it.
nails.
It was one. Is one Troy and the other Angela?
I think so. I think so. Julia Davis Chandler publishes the first PB&J recipe. How could you need, or why do you need a recipe for PB&J?
Maybe it's special. Maybe it's got some other ingredient, like special ingredients.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
1860 to 1920, so she's pretty old. It was probably a big thing.
Wow, our answers are all over the place.
Yeah. I was the highest. Oh, and who got that?
Ooh, Angela.
1901, closer to Bruce.
Bruce, yeah.
Let's keep this train choo-chooing.
The first human in space. That was a Russian I just got to say that. I don't know here. Okay. So there's the question, guys. Did we really land on the moon?
I think so.
I think a lot of friends of mine think we did not.
That's just as evasive of the question of who caught Kennedy, who shot Kennedy, you know?
Oh, I was the closest by a little bit.
Good job, Jeff.
1961, yeah, guys weren't that.
Jeff
We
got
have
that
some
too.
cleaning up to do. By messing with the past,
Jeff,
you've
you're feeling the
altered
pressure now, aren't you?
space-time
Angela's turning on the
continuum.
heat.
That's all good. This is all for fun. Like, there's no pressure at all. In fact, I'm like near the bottom now. Argentina's Dr. Domingo Leota created the first dinosaur chicken nugget. Fix it.
I gotta check the meat.
I don't know. I go with artificial heart maybe on that one. I'm not sure. Oh, I would have been right. 1969, Mickey Mantle announced his retirement from the Brooklyn Downers. Fix it. From the Brooklyn Dodgers, maybe. Although I don't think it has anything to do with Brooklyn. Dwayne's out there talking to his ribs. I shit you not, kid.
And now, let's take a look at how you're doing overall. Score check.
I think there's still a half round left. Because it said 3.5 rounds. Jeff, final task, buddy.
We have time for one
Let's see.
final task. And this time, we're headed to the future.
Oh, it's close.
Taco Bell adds a holographic cheesy gordita crunch to the menu 100 years after opening.
That's a bit of a stupid question. Really.
Yes.
So it's just
One last thing. I'm shaking it up and only applying credit to your score depending on how close you are.
Angela is hot deal in.
Oh, I got it right on the dot.
Oh, the slam! I can't even believe you got that.
Not gonna guess.
Wow.
Awesome guess.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, that was a good guess. Oh, Angela's throwing it out there. Which Angela? Emma. She said.
Drum roll, please. Damn, I forgot to hire a drummer.
Let's see.
I
what
think you
happens.
just got that. Like you sealed the
Bum,
deal,
bum,
Jeff.
bum.
Time to find out who won.
Jeff,
Congratulations, Weirdo.
good job.
Cool.
Jeff. That was different. That was good.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna let's see, exit to the pack. Yes. There's another one in here, guys, that I think that we're just gonna seal the deal for the day. It's shorter, doesn't have as much in it. We'll finish this one up, and it's more updated than the other one as well, which is called, I know that Francis really loves this. Francis really likes this one. It's called TKO. So basically the premise of it is to create a bunch of slogans. And then with those slogans, you're going to create t-shirts. Yeah, that's right. I did not forget about you, Francis. I knew you enjoyed this game. So your code this time will be KYKC. And I just know that Francis likes this one. So I got this one for you, Francis.
Let's go again.
KYKK. But at least you're here to see, right, what the creations are. At least we can entertain you in between your runs right now.
Welcome back to T-Shirt Island. I am the new tournament mistress, and under my watch, the time of fashion combat
Thanks for the little emojis, Francis.
Would you look at these unlikely heroes? I want 3 drawings from you, so get busy using your device to create them. Begin! Draw whatever comes to mind, and hit the suggestion button if you're drawing a blank. You'll be doing 3 of these, so save some ideas for later. Your time to finish your first drawing is halfway up.
This is awful. It's hard to draw on the phone.
It is. I agree. No one's judging.
10 seconds left.
Blaine's doing, I think, his last one right now.
If you haven't started your second drawing, the time has come.
Yeah, just choose one. Okay. Anyway. Whose dog is barking?
That's your dog.
Oh, yeah. No, it
One
can't
more
be.
drawing to
I don't
go.
have a single dog that sounds like that.
I'm gonna say shut up, son of a cage.
Yeah. It's Motley.
You're halfway through your time.
Motley's getting
Yeah, I'm
cranky.
not sure.
Hey, Troy, is Motley getting cranky? It is a rib fest time. Oh, yes, I like.
10 seconds. You haven't started the third drawing. Maybe do that.
Hello again, Berry Berry.
This is your last drawing, so lean into it.
I know.
Your time is halfway up.
Trying to check into my flight going back to Ontario tomorrow. I hate it when they put me automatically on the back of the plane. I'm not a fan of being on the back of the plane. Although they say your survival rate is higher when you're in the back of the plane, but
10 more seconds.
oh, geez. Hey, everybody, check this out.
Slogan writing time. I'd like at least 4
Rip.
from each of you. Start writing now. Any collection of words that makes you feel alive. Need some inspiration? Hit the suggestion button. Just start typing and see what happens. You're halfway through your time. Ten seconds, wrap it up.
No barking. No barking.
What makes a great shirt? You do, apparently. Choose one drawing and one slogan to make one contender for battle. Start now. Make sure to pick the garment and slogan style that really suits your creation. Fashion and battle are about making decisions.
Angela says yeah.
They will be.
"30 seconds.
The stuffed peppers are just a few minutes away from being done. Ooh, hungry.
10 seconds.
Can you believe he had the friggin' audacity to take a Reese's Pieces and not two and share it with me? Like, what the hell?
I already have one. Come on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I
I
was
do.
gonna be-
Two.
Let the tournament begin."
It's Have you farted? And this is exhausting.
I feel the intent of the "Have you farted" decal was not to be captioned "Have you farted." So you basically have the vote right now, which one's better. Seems like they're taking a lot of time in between, though. Francis goes with the red one. I don't even bioluminescent is the light of the world. It's actually a pretty
Buddy
smart
takes
piece.
it.
Biggie Smalls fries or "Have you farted" is up on the chopping block yet again. What are you going for there, Francis? You going for green or red this time? Not Francis votes green. She went with your choice there, Jeff.
Ooh, double
All right, now
buddies.
Jeff is going against purple. I didn't catch who purple was. Everyone on their own journey or Biggie
Biggie
Small
Small.
fries. I tell you, Biggie Small fries does it for me. It was a good choice, Jeff. Green wins again, says Francis. Yeah. Kick ass, Jeff. Jeff, are you officially like sweeping the board tonight?
Yeah,
Now that
It
is
seems
a
that.
winner.
We all need more Bostons.
he's modest.
All right, I've seen enough.
He is modest.
He's very modest. Taking it in stride.
That's right. He's the champion, but
Time
yeah.
for one more
Bring it-
coin.
Bring it
Sit
home.
up.
Cook.
You can stir fresh like before, or
You watch hockey, Jim?
change a drawing from earlier. Check
I'm
out
a
your
Boston
options
Bruins
and
fan.
choose
Oh, is it?
now.
Mr. Jeff, yes. Another reason why I like you so much, I am a Bruins fan.
Oh,
Green.
sweet. So is Barry, by the way.
Excellent. I didn't know that about you, Barry Barry. Congrats. You're on the right side here. Dwayne, unfortunately, is with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
There's nothing unfortunate about that.
There's a lot of unfortunate things about that.
Last time the Leafs and Boston met in the playoffs, Boston got their arses handed to them.
I was waiting for you to do that, Francis, and I'm going to read it out now. Woo! Tree! That's awesome. Thank you so much, my friend.
Looks like you've all chosen. Now get to work. You may have noticed that your drawing system has an eraser. Use it.
Yeah, you didn't have that with the older versions. Did you notice that, Francis? Now there's actually like erasing and all kinds of ways you can change your design, which is good for people like me and Jeff when we're doing it on our cell phones.
Really give me something to put on the fridge.
I believe in you, Jeff. Yeah, the updates are pretty good. I went and bought the most updated package there last night for this place. I tried very to get Jeopardy Sports today, and I couldn't access it. I don't know where to get it. But my search is not. My search will continue for Jeopardy Sports. See where this goes. Who are we waiting on here? I think we got everybody in, don't we? Or do we have a couple of Picassos in the group that want to be perfect with their photo? I know just by the
30
screen
seconds
here,
left.
it's not Jeff and it's not Troy. They're like, oh, I'm done. I'm just waiting for that person
Let's
to finish
have
their
4
picture.
new slogans from each of you, or more if you have time. Begin writing now.
Get going with your slogans.
Don't forget about the suggestion button, sweethearts. Be aware, your time is halfway up.
All right.
10 more seconds.
I'm always interested in what the slogans will be. It helps me get into the brains of all of you. Some of them are really weird.
Okay, have a look at your drawings and slogans and
now he's
assemble
got his-
your warrior.
He's got his smoked stuffed peppers here now, everybody.
Smoked stuffed peppers.
Don't forget to choose the perfect garment and slogan style.
Yep. We're almost done. Francis, I hope you're having a good time out on the patrol today.
30 seconds left. Ten seconds.
Somebody going for Dwayne
That's
or is
good.
that
You go out there and hustle that game.
Begin the tournament. Fight. Vote now.
So why are you looking at me? And oh, I know I'm pretty. Whoever made that drawing, actually, I'm pretty impressed. That's a pretty good cat and or dog. Not sure what that is, but whatever creature it is, I am impressed. And Frances, she votes for yellow between the two. The majority actually voted as well. Pretty good one. Angela, you win this one. Jeff's nemesis. Who, me? Or massage is live? Massage toe is something. Can't brain today. Yeah, definitely. I personally would go with black on this one. What do you think, Francis? Pink or black? I think black applies more. She goes with pink. I go with black. Let's see where we land. Oh, we got a split.
I settle ties. This time, shortest slogan wins.
So the who me. Jeff, you won that one. Bam. All right, so now it's Angela versus Dwayne, I believe. Fat-free chips for president. Or, oh, I know, I'm pretty. Which one's this going to be, Francis? Is it yellow or red? I would go with red myself. Nope, and Francis does as well. We'll see. Does the broken heart fat-free chips for president win, or are we going to go with a vomiting kitty cat with a Hitler mustache?
A tie? Not this time. It goes to the hoodie.
Angela takes it. Oh, now we've got who, me? We've got Jeff versus Angela. Ah, the battle is on, Jeff. The battle is on. The crowd will decide. The two strong contenders of the evening, face to face, touching nothing. Who will come out on top? I know you're entertained by me. I can see you smirk, Jeff.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Let the chips fall.
Speaking of chips, I could eat some.
I know. Jeff is a very good sport. But you won one. Look at that. You beat Angela again.
Wow.
Classic tea for the win.
Hands, touching hands, reaching out.
Okay, moment over.
Oh, final round.
Final round.
In the final round, our 2-round winners go head to head. This
Definitely.
time, vote for your favorite and keep on voting until the power bar of your favorite choice is 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, guys. Tap to your heart's content. Tap for your favorite one. Is it Biggie Small Fries or is it Who Me? In all honesty, Jeff, looks like you won anyways because those are both your t-shirt designs, I'm pretty sure. So it's either vote for Jeff or vote for Jeff. Go for it. Let's see which one of your creations comes out on top.
Looks like green is going to win. Yep.
Was it Jeff or Jeff that won?
Presenting your
Biggie Small Fries
champion.
for the
The cool
lead.
shirt.
All the fashion has led to this garment. I don't know about you, but I'm a little freaked out. To the juice bar, everyone.
Frolicking in the surf all day.
All right, guys. Well, that was our Jackbox / our Would You Rather for this afternoon. Jeff, I have to say that it's been an absolute pleasure.
I had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun, actually. How about you, Troy? Did you enjoy yourself? You had a little motley drama at the end of it there, but I think you came out on top. He has himself. Yes. I said, how about you? Did you enjoy yourself? You had a little motley drama at the end there, but yeah, I think you came out on top. Thank you very much, Texas Donkey, for coming in. Thank you to all the other people who actually came in here today that haven't otherwise. I really appreciate it. There he is. Oh, Motley is in.
I unmuted it,
Motley's in rare form.
Yeah, Motley's a little
but I can't
cranker
hear what
still.
anybody's saying.
Motley wants to play too. That's probably what it is. Just Motley wants to play. Anyways, I really hope you guys all enjoyed today's live and the fact that we had a mystery guest. It was actually Troy that came in after the fact, after you and I booked each other there, Jeff. And he's like, wouldn't it be sneaky if I were to come in the background as a mystery guest? I was like, yeah, I thought that would be a great idea.
Always fun to have extra people. The more the merrier.
Yeah, you get more of a mix into the thing, especially with the Would You Rathers. I love the conversation with them. I really do.
I agree.
And it
was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
had
for having
problems.
me. I appreciate it.
I'll be honest with you. I first came across your page probably about, I've been with you for 6 months now, easy. And I've always been drawn by you, Jeff. Always. I think, not to be a weirdo here, but I think that you and I actually will be very good friends in person.
Oh, he's always weird.
I am.
All the time, every day, corny too.
Cool.
I am. But yeah, no, I really love your page. I love what you do. I love your personality. You're such a great guy. You're so down there.
But
You're so funny.
I really love your page.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I try. Do the best I can, as they say.
Well, whatever you're doing, you keep doing it. Because honestly, I'm drawn to you as a result, and I know
Yes,
that everybody
Barry.
else that is tuned into you too has drawn into you just because you're a genuine person.
It was nice hearing your voice today, Jeff.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, no, it was a lot of
piece of
fun.
your personality and everything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, it was a pleasure being on. This is a great live stream. You have a great community too, and I love the fact that a lot of our friends have kind of found both channels, which is always awesome.
All right. Yes.
Sure.
Barry, you're gonna get your wish. Wow. Barry,
I'm just going to say, Barry, I'm just going to put this out there first. I have a wrist injury. So if I lose, it's because I have a wrist injury.
And I got a new tattoo and feels like $1 million.
Yeah, he does have a new tattoo.
Right. Ready? Go.
There we go. My money was on Holly all along.
I know,
I
right?
didn't see that coming.
That's funny. That's funny. Coolest HR dude ever. Let's go. Let's go.
Thanks, Fran. I appreciate that.
Let's go. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Bye, Troy. No worries about the sound, my friend. Don't worry about it, Angela. Scream it out to him. Tell him not to worry about the sound. All right. Thanks, Jeff. I hope to have you in again sometime.
Yeah, I would love to come back. Yeah, thank you so much.
That'd
Have
be
a good
fantastic.
night, everybody. It was a lot of fun.
All
Have a
right.
great Sunday. Thanks a
Bye-bye.
lot, Troy. Have a good night.
We'll see you soon on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, you will.
Yep. There you go.